We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking about the no RNG pure green window shooting from both 3-point and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layups and how consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter, we're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling, can tall build speed boost again? Of course, we've got to cover on-ball defense for all you locks out there. Paint defense, rebounding. We got everything you need when it comes to 2K26 gameplay. I'm also going to be posting some unedited, raw, full game online user versus user gameplay here shortly, so stay on the lookout for that. But take a second, drop a like on the video for me. Let's try to get this video to 20,000 likes, and let's get into this NBA 2K26 gameplay breakdown. All right, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're gonna start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty was on in there because whites were going in, but the play now clips are all on Hall of Fame. All right, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players. And in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you at least a general idea of how it looks and, you know, how people are bursting. And obviously I know a lot of people from my channel are gonna be like, bro, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference between 2K25 and 2K26. And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really chain stuff together. People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs. You can spam escapes. There's some really, really good launchy behind the backs now, and you can start to combo those with like explosive behind the backs and momentum behind the backs. And you see, I mean, that's 6'11" Kevin Durant changing directions on a dime. You guys are starting to see some of the momentum crossovers. Now, I do want to mention, there's only so many hours in the day at Community Day that you can't really like fully focus on everything. And my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips in the Learn 2K. So I'm gonna leave the link to his dribble tutorial down below if you want to see more about dribbling after you finish this video. But shout out to Young Dirk for hooking me up with the clips. I did get some dribble clips, but like I wasn't going to spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his, Kevin Durant has his, Jimmy Butler has his, etc. And they can all speed boost. And that's just a breath of fresh air, because I feel like in past 2Ks, it was like only 1 or 2 dribble styles could really burst cleanly. So it was like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably going to end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like before, it was like no matter what, if you weren't using Darius Garland last year, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves. It looks like there's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on. So just wait till tomorrow when y'all can see how the My Players are moving. Now, I'm definitely interested in your thoughts on the dribbling from what you've seen here. So get your comments in down below and let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind the back that Mike was talking about. You know, they added some more explosive kind of behind the back dribble moves into the game. And that Scottie definitely launches you forward. There's also, I think the Kobe White one felt pretty good. I was experimenting with it. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably want my opinion on dribbling. So here it is. I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators like Dirk and Koza and other creators. They spent majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20, 30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt much more dynamic and like you had more burst. You had more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now, I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get, but it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like This feels a lot more enjoyable than what I was doing the last 12 months on 2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out. So hopefully that's not the case this year. Hopefully all this stuff people are finding in ways to burst and be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contests. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some green, some miss. Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm gonna just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how the contest system looks, and get your thoughts down below in the comments. I will say a few things. I know people are gonna ask about RNG and the pure green window and how did it feel and blah blah blah. Obviously, it's just a few, you know, hours that I was playing the game, because I also had to get, you know, my builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise. Like when you got it right, it was green. But when you got it wrong, it was earlier, it was late. Like you were like, it was, like if you were slightly off, it was doinking. So when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him, he explained it, if he could compare it to anything, was like a more skill-based 2K24 shooting system. And I could kind of see where he's coming from, just because of, you know, yes, you have the pure green window, but it is, you got to be more precise than you were on 24. And that I did feel that. Now, obviously, it's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops. But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters still on the shooting. You know, taller builds definitely shoot over people and, you know, get contested less than the shorter builds. And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because of that. I mean, KD was insane on this. All right, we're going to switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here. And I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea. I think there's maybe like a Curry clip, a Luka clip. Like definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to just see how the contest system was registering. I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD, and we basically tested mid-ranges for like good 10-15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but like you start to see how people are, you know, you saw in the dribbling in the beginning of this video, right? Like people are able to move now on the bigger players, and that wasn't even my players. Like I said, that was NBA players, and you were still bursting and doing all that. Then you combine it with the fact that you're really like shooting over people in terms of that advantage. Like you might actually see a back and forth this year of small guards and big guards both being viable again. I think overall for the game, that would be beautiful. A little bit more build diversity, a little bit more play style diversity. And what I will say about shot contests is they definitely felt stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like you were kind of praying for a contest. Like 90% of stuff just registered open. It didn't feel like that on this game. It definitely felt stronger, but not stronger to the point where ghost contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially against a guy like Durant who's so tall, but even other players that we tested like Shea and stuff, it would say open if their hand was down. So if they reached and you shot it, it said open. If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you, it would still say open. If you created enough space, like on that fade over Chet right there, it says open. But then if they, you know, if they're under you and they get a hand near your face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball, they'd register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system, right? Apparently you only have to green the tempo. And that is confirmed because you're about to see a couple clips of it. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, apparently if you don't green the timing, it makes it harder to green the tempo. But as long as you just green the tempo, it still goes in. And I'll be honest, without the meter, it's kind of like, man, he's making whites is kind of what I feel like, you know, even though I understand the system is different. But when you turn the meter on and see it visually, I mean, I'll be honest. It hurts my soul. I'm like, bro, this dude is making a 3/4 bar shot, but I understand the logic is different now, but I think we're all like ingrained in the 2K25 rhythm shooting system. Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk quick about perimeter defense bumps. You see right here, Lou Dort cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up, cut off, like bump animation. If someone's moving, if a dribbler is moving, and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump. But a big difference I noticed was on 2K25, if someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key, you could just like press against them and interrupt that dribble sequence. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to interrupt someone's standstill dribble sequence, because obviously I just tested it in the limited amount of time that I had, but it definitely felt night and day difference to 25. 25 felt like if someone's dribbling, you know, on the perimeter, standstill, you could just basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like a bump animation. Didn't feel like that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right, or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body up collision. But we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out throughout the year, but it definitely was a noticeable difference in my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter here, but it definitely, and there would be burst past you left or right, or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body up collision. But we'll have to see.
Body him up.
You know, how that plays out throughout the year, but it definitely was a noticeable difference in my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps. Off the little push cross here into the defender's leg, lose the ball. I know a lot of people are like anti-push cross, anti-De'Aaron Fox crossover. Well, position yourself correctly, you could be knocking that ball free without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about layups. We know custom layups and slow-mo Euros and all this new layup stuff they're adding, so let's talk about it. Layups definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25. Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka. Size matters in terms of getting contested. It felt like the bigger players definitely could go up with more 50-50 takes, and the green window would stay a bit bigger than the smaller players. But overall, whether it was Trey, Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, whoever it was, being able to see the green window, I know it was an old feature. Like we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it, they brought it back. I'm not hyping it up like, whoa, like this is, but it's just nice to be able to see it, not only to help you know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take, and help you understand what you can and can't go up with. Now let's talk about driving dunks. All right, dunk meter. You know, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this, so let's talk about it. First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like the bigger players got more consistent green windows. Some concerning things was I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter. I have a couple of specific clips coming up here in just a second, and I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know, we saw last year, they definitely make changes after Community Day. You know, last year they nerfed builds and took out certain dribble speed boost animations and stuff, but check out a couple of these animations. You're gonna see me beat the defender, and or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just, you know, driving to the basket. Like right here, Ant Edwards slides through, has a clear path to the hoop by the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small. So that's a little alarming to me. I feel like like I said, there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here, it's a clean drive. Blew by the defender, clean line at the hoop, but because like when I started the dunk, maybe the defender was still like pushed against me. I'm not really sure. Like I said, there's definitely some stuff to still fix. But even with that being said, we're still getting some nice contact dunks at times. You know, sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small, so definitely figuring out exactly how the logic works. But something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change. Instead of it just being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked. It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I wanted to dunk it, but now I got hit, so I'm gonna, you know, adjust my body and be able to turn it into a layup type of thing. So we'll have to see how the dunk meter plays out. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by the time the game launches. Let's move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's definitely some crazy interior defense animations. Like, look at this one by Rudy. My God. I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior defense stats, but you could definitely get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks, you see how big the green window is. And then even like standing meter dunks against smaller defenders, like Wemby just, you know, going up over smaller defenders. See the size of the green window. It kind of feels like it's like you could get crazy stops, but you could also get crazy dunks. It's kind of, I'm not really sure. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out, but they both definitely felt viable. Like, if you timed when you were going to jump to get the stop, it's like you'd get a crazy ante. But you could also, if you went up with the standing dunk and they weren't entirely properly positioned, you would just boom it on him. Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby, look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind, like Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open. I feel like in past games, sometimes if you did that, it would still register a contest just because it was like, it thought you were supposed to be there, but you weren't actually there because you got stuck on the hoop. I don't know, just something like a small little detail I noticed. But you see the size of these standing dunk meters.
I fuck around, make a rebound and post score.
You could definitely go crazy with the standing dunks, but then you also saw some of the paint stop animations I was getting. Is like you could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one from Wemby. I mean, I'm not really sure which one's going to be better, but they both definitely felt viable, at least for the little bit that I tested them. Last thing, rebounding. You can turn off the green feedback in the player HUD. I did notice that. I know some people have been asking that, but as you can see here, you don't have to green the rebound to get it. You know, Mike has already talked about that, but just so people can be clear about that. And then even here, I'm on Jokic. I green the rebound, and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So just because you green it doesn't mean you're automatically going to get it. Okay. But this is what the green feedback looks like. Figure we'll just touch on that real quick. But if you guys want to see raw, unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2K26, click.
Okay. Alright, let's go to his little interviews type.
Hey, David, he looks like he has a blue outline. Is it just the monitor?
It's probably just the peaking.
It's his aura.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his aura.
Let's get right into it. One of the biggest talking points from last year's game, the RNG in shooting. What can you tell us about shooting this year, and can you compare it to a past 2K?
Okay, so we talked about this online a little bit. There's no RNG in shooting. I'm going to say that with an exception. There's RNG still in like those quick heaves that you get at the ends of buzzers, buzzer beaters, and like half court, full court heaves. Okay, so that's still, I don't want to get labeled a liar.
Fair enough.
That's still going to use a dice roll. But everything else is straight green windows, pure green windows. They scale based on attributes and coverage and all of the badges and everything. But those windows, once they're set by those things, if you can time your shot in those windows, you will hit the shot.
So theoretically, you can time your shot in those windows. You can shoot 100%.
You can shoot 100%. Yeah. So compared to past 2Ks, that one's hard to answer because we really have never done this before. The closest was probably 24. 24, we had a pure green window, a little bit larger one, but that one even had RNG on the edges. So what happened?
Okay, Mike. Okay, bitch.
And there's like, it was a really, really tight window that most people probably couldn't hit consistently. And then that would bleed out to like, 0% chance on the edges. So we still used a dice roll to keep the numbers like, so people wouldn't go like, over 10. They would at least hit some shots if they were kind of sloppy on their timing. Right. So that was the idea there.
So you'd say it's like a more skilled base 2K24 shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are crazy good at shot timing, you're going to take good shots, you're going to destroy people.
You're going to separate yourselves from other players.
Absolutely. And to offset that, I'll throw that out there too, is that one of the reasons why we felt we could go this way is because defense is stronger. So contests, they're powerful. If you can get a hand up, and I watch you guys play a lot. I know you guys are really good at doing this. So you know when to jump, you know when to stay down, you know when to be in hands up. People who master that, they're going to be able to ding these shooters hard enough where it's going to be such a hard window to hit that consistently at least that you're going to keep the percentages down. So I'm not too worried because at least all the play tests we've been having, we're getting good numbers. So
we'll segue into shot contests then. It seems like it can be challenging.
I want to see legend badge against legend badge. I shoot it in his face and see. I want to see what happens. Let's do a contest on that. I'm talking about like contest on every height. 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", and like same defender.
To find a balance, right? You have attributes, badges, player heights, player wingspans, hand placements on the contest. How do you try to balance it to make it to a point where you're not getting contests when you shouldn't, and then you are, it's not too strong, too weak? How do you find the balance between all those factors?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's just a lot of iteration, and it's seeing what feels right. And the hardest thing about contests, I'm going to say, is usually what happens is in the 2K cam view when you're playing live with no replays. sometimes things don't look as contested as they are, or vice versa.
Yep.
Like sometimes it's like, oh, there's a crowd of dudes on the guy. Why is it like a 2% contest? And usually it's because two guys are flat-footed, one guy's behind the shooter, and it looks really crazy, but it's actually pretty open. And so it's really hard to dissect,
Oh, you're talking about
every
no
little
hand
clip.
up.
If you were to freeze frame it at the point of the release, it's actually
You can kind of see why
Right.
the game is saying this is not a heavily contested shot, even
Gotcha.
though to your eyes in real time in the heat of battle it might look contested. But yeah, it's really just a lot of balance.
Some niggas be making over 4 people fading. I guess when you pause the shot, the nigga be wide open. All right.
Balancing and trying to make it so that everything's a factor. We want people to invest in good perimeter defense or interior defense on the inside. We want to make sure that height is effective, wingspan's important. All those things got to be important,
right.
and not overpower each other.
Staying on the topic of shooting, rhythm shooting was added to 2K25. You've already talked about how rhythm shooting is different this year, and we kind of need to recalibrate our brains in terms of how to think about it. You've also talked about how you want button and rhythm shooting to both be viable options. What are some factors you would say people should consider when they decide if they want to shoot with the button or with the stick?
It's going to be labbing, I think. It's going to be finding a shot that works for you and finding out like what you're good at. Because it's, I guess my analogy, maybe it's not a good one, but it might be like if shooting with the button is like shooting a free throw, and shooting with the stick is like shooting a deep three-pointer with maybe a slightly larger basket. It's like one might be easier for somebody and one might be harder for somebody, but it really depends on the person. Like some people are just going to get it. Some people are going to be in rhythm shooting and be like, I understand that tempo is what really matters. I got to get a certain speed in my stick throw to master shooting. And some people are like, I don't get it. I just can't hit a shot. I just see the window. I want to use the button. That's fine. And then some people are going to be in the middle, like Wolf's one of our best players internally, and he's like, he has this crazy formula. He's like, I'll use button for this case, I'll use stick for this case, I'll use stick for this case, button for this case.
So certain
he's all over the
shots-
place. Yeah, certain shots it might be easier for
dividing it
you.
up.
And for me, I do rhythm shoot. I rhythm shoot everything, and that's just how I play. But yeah, some people are mixing it up, some people are just pure button. And that's kind of one of the metrics for me, actually, is internally, what are people doing? What are they gravitating towards to be successful? And I've found that it's really a good mix. So I think we're in a decent spot. And I don't know why I want this, but I think rhythm shooting is cool. And if it was, up to me, everyone would at least try it. But like we said earlier, it's like I didn't want it to be like last year, there was definitely an advantage.
Right.
And there might be an advantage this year if you find it easier because you just happen
Right.
to understand the mechanic better. But really, you can't go wrong with either.
So if someone's not like you, if they don't like rhythm shooting, it's like you shoot with the button, you're on the level playing field. It's just it's just
absolutely.
preference.
And some people are going to be like destroying people on the button, and if you force them to rhythm shoot, they'd probably go 0 for 10.
Yeah.
So it's really, the goal is to make it both viable. Whether they're equal, I don't know if there's even a way to put a metric behind that, because I don't know how to gauge something that's that different, right? It's just different.
With the addition of the Badge Max +2 perk, you're going to be able to boost badges multiple levels now.
You gotta cater to the button person. The nigga that don't want to do that bullshit, and then you gotta cater to the person that wanna rhythm shoot. It's very easy. It's very easy, in my opinion. Make them both equal. You can either do this or you can either do that. But they both equal. You just choose whatever you want to do. You want to rhythm shoot? You can rhythm shoot. No boost to that. You want a button shoot? You want a button shoot. No boost to that. Just equal them out. They make shit so hard. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. Don't add a boost to something. They don't need a boost. You going against a goddamn rhythm shooting big man. What? A rhythm shooting guard. That's OD. A little crazy. A little crazy. How you can't find a eagle?
Can you speak to how effective it's going to be? Let's say your 78 three-pointer is typically silver set shot.
Mm-hmm.
How effective is it going to be to boost it to 78 three-pointer with Hoff set shot versus actually getting the requirement of three-pointer to unlock the badge level? Like, how can we kind of in our brains define like how much better it's going to be?
That's a very difficult question.
All right.
It's very nuanced. And the thing about badges is that they're situational, right? So a rating is going to be more global, and it's going to affect you everywhere, but the badges might be certain situations or certain contexts. So you have to consider that, like what kinds of shots are you taking. So yeah, generally speaking, I would just say find the shots that you like to take or that you tend to take, find out the badge that's going to work best for, and then go all in on that badge. That's better than getting like bronze everything. Bronze everything is going to be like, it's not going to do a lot for you, to be honest. You're going to want to go at least silver or gold to see some effects from that badge. Otherwise, just go in on your attributes, and that's going to be more beneficial to you.
All right, let's switch gears. Finishing. We've seen 2Ks where finishing has been insane, dunks, layups, floaters, all types of things. We've also seen years where it's been a bit hit or miss and a little inconsistent. It seems like this year was an area of focus, with custom layups and bringing back the visible green window on dunks and layups. Just talk about the challenges in terms of finding a balance, because again, there's so many factors: attributes, badges, player momentum, player size, height, all those things. How do you find that balance so that it's not overpowered, but it's also not inconsistent?
Yeah, that's another difficult one. Just one of the things I'll say from the outset is one of the goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird, but we wanted every play style to be OP. So, you may have heard that before, right?
Yeah.
So like, it sucks when there's one dominant play style or two dominant play styles. We wanted it to be that if you created a slasher and even a layup slasher, like really specific thing, you want to be a guy who just finishes like Kyrie, that you can do that and you can be effective and you can like kill people with that.
Yeah.
But if you were like, some glass cleaning interior defensive guy, and if you invest everything in that and you get good at that, you can just, stop everything in the paint.
If everything's OP, then it's kind of just like pick what you want to be.
Yeah, pick what you want to be.
Yeah.
We want there to be a diversity in play styles. But to answer your question with slashing, yeah, it was a point of emphasis, especially with layups and dunks, to make slashing just more of a game, like more of a weapon. Right. Because we knew going in, these thinking green or miss is back, people are going to be like, okay, I'm making a three-point shooter. I'm going to left, right, cheese behind screens and just pull every shot. It's not as easy as it sounds. So don't think you're going back to 2K24. It's different, especially I mentioned with the contest. So I encourage people to try out a bunch of different styles before they commit to what they're building.
One way to play.
Yeah, and you've seen it already downstairs, but like floaters are tough. Like they're really strong, and if you get in your bag and you find the custom layup package that you want for your guy, you're going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, you can be exploding downhill and stop on a dime and just float it over the bit. Yeah, no, it's...
And dunks too. You see it. We made dunks easier. It's just hold down on stick now. It's not a big Mortal Kombat throw, as people call it.
Seems like even like standing dunks as well, like standing meter dunks. Everything seems a bit more.
Yeah, okay. A little worried about 7-4s, but I think they're okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. When it comes to dribbling in 2K26, what was your vision? What did you see and what did you want to execute? And are we going to see big builds being explosive and popping off the dribble like LeBron and Durant and all the taller players in real life?
I wouldn't say popping, but they're definitely moving better.
Okay.
The goal for dribbling at a high level was to make it more explosive. Let players branch and chain moves together more readily, more freely. Have moves generally be more explosive.
Small guards moving like gods, and then the big builds, niggas don't like to make small guards. They gotta cater to all that shit, bro. Some people don't like making small guards. You gotta make it. You gotta make a. Yeah, yeah. Then you got, some people like to make the the big guard like not a big guard, but like Lonzo Ball, LaMelo, who else? Luka, Shea. You gotta cater to all of them. Like you can't just cater to the small guards being explosive, and then the bigger niggas, they just all clucky. Like they can't move, they can't do nothing. Like alright. Hey, join Discord. What the fuck? Yo.
Yo.
There you go.
Both launching out of them and just chaining between moves. And then just putting a lot of different combos in that haven't been in the game for a while or never have been in the game.
Right.
So that's exciting to me always. Working on the dribbler is just like, what can I Easter egg into this thing? Not tell anybody about. It's not in 2K. Learn 2K. You just
See
gotta
how
go.
long it takes them to find it?
Yeah, gotta wait till Steezo's video comes out, or you gotta like get in the lab and you gotta just cook. So.
Steve's on there?
Yeah, discoverability to me is like
Hey,
one thing that
which
I'm excited
one?
about for dribbling, and I think people are going to find like their dribble style and all the moves that you can set up with your guy, and find the right combo that that you're good at and get in their bag. And
Yeah, I messed with it a little bit, and it definitely feels more explosive. Even the 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", yeah, definitely compared to last year, much more. I know you said not poppy, but I would describe it as more, burst.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shay, our cover guy, because a lot of his animations are pretty tough. So he's a good dribble style to try out too, I'd say, for the bigger guards.
So judging by the things you've tweeted and answered questions on, it seems like you're kind of leaning towards a more skill-based defensive system in the game. Like you said, pluck steals have been nerfed, but blitz steals will be rewarded. It seems like if you outplay your opponent, that's what you're looking to reward defensively. Was that the idea going into kind of revamping how defense is played?
Especially with steals. Steals have been, for a long time, haven't had much of a game to them.
Right.
It was kind of a ratings-based dice roll. So that's what I meant when I said the pluck steals are gone.
Yeah.
The ones that are just calculated by like, here's your rating, here's my rating, I hit the button, let's just play an animation out, that's all gone. So actually you guys inspired me a lot. Watching Black Market play and watching like Bauer play defense, I call him out. I guess it's all
You live, you stream.
especially Bauer.
Yeah.
And like how good he is at anticipating and cutting the dribbler off.
I'm streaming like 2K26 news and shit.
I wanted that to be the game. Like, if you can read where the ball handler is going and then hit steal at the right time. We spent a lot of time on that too. Just
What you doing yours on YouTube and Twitch?
and playing the right animations. They're quicker
All three
generally.
of them?
The
YouTube,
animations themselves.
YouTube,
So
Twitch, Kick,
and not locking you
all of
into them as much. But yeah, that whole the IQ part was important to me. Yeah.
Actually having some stick skill to be rewarded for a steal instead of just, like you said, pressing a button and the game gives it to you.
Yeah, and that was, like I said, the top of the thing is like that was across the board, right? So, but especially with defense, steals, blocks are the same way. We didn't want to just be like, okay, your rating's good, you block everything.
Right.
It's got to be, you got to time it, you got to read, you got to know when to jump, when to stay down, those kinds of things.
I saw some people follow up that they were concerned, like, oh, so what's the point of even going high steal? From my experience playing 2K, the higher your steal, the better reach animations you get. Not just plucks, just better, quicker reaches. You recover faster instead of getting into a long, kind of stumbly reach animation. I'm assuming that's consistent this year.
Yeah, and you even have like, we actually have different collision radius with the hands based on your steal rating. So there'll be times where like, if you're the ball and I have a lower steal rating, if I get like right on the edge of it and I'll miss it, but that extra couple of like, sometimes inches or less than inches can make a difference between a steal and not a steal. So that stuff's all impacted by your steal rating. So there's a reason to invest in steal, especially if you want to be a lock or a two-way. You're going to need it.
You touched on it a little already in terms of the build and play style diversity you're looking to create. Is there anything else gameplay-wise that you would say you're hopeful creates that diversity in 26?
Besides the builds themselves and the takeover system, I think I mentioned on Twitter, we opened up some of the requirements too for like dribble styles and for dribble moves that so the rule kind of was if it was like an 80 rating requirement and you were like it was like for swings only or for smalls only, that got moved to both. So that's kind of the rule. So I know people were saying like, okay, well that means that like LeBron can get Kyrie's moves, and that's not how it works.
Right.
Kyrie's still going to be limited to the small guards because it's such a high rating.
Yep.
But yeah, opening some of that up is going to, I think, hopefully create some build diversity or give people options at least. Like if they're only choosing a small guard because they want a certain move style or a certain move itself, maybe they can open that up to a 6'5" or 6'6" now, or 6'7", something like that.
Big shout out to Mike for sitting down with me, but if y'all want to check out this gameplay in...
I ain't even gonna say somebody. Joe knows gonna
I gathered the
dribble on a 6'8" and it's done.
best park gameplay from all of NBA 2K26 Community Day, and I will be showing it all in one video. Every game I will have a user using every player on the court.
And I seen another video. You can spam Curry shit, bro.
That way, it's basically as close as we can possibly get to our first park gameplay, just with my team cards in place of my players. We're gonna be showing 5v5 gameplay with 10 users playing, 2v2 with 4 users playing, 3v3 with 6 users playing, and then random interesting clips that are in co-op or full user games. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the first 5v5 game of NBA 2K26 to start the video. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Henry, aka Double H, back at it with yet another banger. Now, I didn't get a chance to play Triple Threat Park or the All-Star Team Up 5v5 when at Community Day. I was so locked into the builder and the play now and the gameplay breakdown video. So shout out to everybody from Community Day that ended up sending me their footage to make this video possible. We are starting with Laker Fan, who plays a lot of competitive Pro-Am, and he sent me his footage of this 5v5 game right here. He was on Wilt Chamberlain, and this was a full 10 stack lobby. And the other point guard on the other team who just got that lane steal and just hit it through with Shea is Kang Dooms, who also plays Pro-Am usually on point guard. So this should be an interesting game.
See how he caught it at the top and then he dunked it instead of just bringing it back down? I don't know if they had that in this 2K25.
Also plays Pro-Am usually.
He caught it at the top and then he put it straight up like a
on point guard. So this should be an interesting gameplay to look over. I've already cut it up, so I kind of know what happens for the most part, so I'll be able to go over it. They have Wemby and they have Wilt Chamberlain on the same team. Now Wemby's 7'4" right here. He's moving pretty slow up the court. That is a my team card with a 25 speed on that play, so keep that in mind. Anthony Edwards, I don't know how that wasn't contested by the other Wemby in the paint, especially being 7'4", so that was kind of crazy to me. Also notice the greening rebounds. Okay, Wemby gets completely demolished in the paint right there. The other Wemby greens rebound, they're going down the court, and a lot of that's gonna happen a lot. There's not really pluck steals in this game. You're gonna see a lot of fouls being called when people reach. There is very good lane steals that you're gonna see too, as we get another on ball reach foul right there. But yeah, lane steals are really good. But look at Shea, a slow down Euro that was a 100% smothered and won. What in the world? Yo, I mean, this difficulty can't be Hall of Fame. It's probably like similar to rec difficulty. I'm not 100% sure. But look at, no one knew how to time the lobs. They weren't used to the random buttons. And then there's a body bump steal right there, which did and was happening a lot in this 5v5 gameplay as Larry Bird hits the corner 3. And how is that not a lane steal right there? I don't know how Wemby doesn't get that. Maybe his steal is low. He is 7'4", and look at Kang Dooms using shade of back fade out of bounds. Dooms is low. He is 7'4", and look at Kang Dooms using shade of back fade out of bounds. Dooms did tell me that he thought back fading was like more comfortable, and like he almost thought it was easier than just shooting a regular standstill, as Anthony Edwards gets a contact dunk right there. That would be the only contact dunk in this game. And look at Laker Fan, player of the half. Shout out Laker Fan. It's 20-12 right now. They have Caitlin Clark and Shea at the backcourt. How is that not a lane steal again? Wemby doesn't get it again. He had to have had a low steal or something, as the other Wemby gets a standing dunk. Anthony Edwards driving the basket on 3 people, bails it out to Wemby, back out to Wilt, and look at LeBron making a, what is that, a
55 contested? What the fuck? And LeBron, he don't even jump with his jump shot. It's a stand. That's a standstill jump shot. He greened that. He greened that with 55%. contested. In Shea face.
52 or 58%
Nah, Shea don't
contested
have
three in the corner.
perimeter defense
I
like
think that was
still.
Gunner UR that made that shot in the corner. That's crazy.
gotta
That was
be
with the
don't got it. I
button
say that shit
too.
probably like an 85.
So wow, I don't know how that one, that's little foul right there was even a foul on that scoop layup. But look at Wemby, 7'4", just towering over them. 19% cover layup, doesn't matter. His height is definitely a huge factor on that play right there. And look at this lane. Yo, lane steals are going to be crazy. Now it is a 7'4" player getting that with probably super high wingspan, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of clips of lanes just like that one right there with Larry Bird. You can tell this is going to be, look at, it's almost another lane right there. I mean, how many lanes in a row is gonna happen? Like, I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of those 2Ks where lanes are pretty insane to start the game. I don't know. I kind of like when the lanes are really OP. Maybe not as OP as the start of 2K25, but I kind of like that. But look at Luka gets kind of like a tip steal and then turns it into a dunk meter. It's 32-16. I mean, this is a blowout right now. I don't know how this was. I mean, that was kind of a late contest, but he ends up getting a really high contest. Now, Larry Bird's jump shot was kind of slow right there, and you're gonna see Wilt Chamberlain get a running animation in for the rebound, stealing it from his teammate. We actually have a clip
Damn, let me sit my ass up.
what happens when two people are right next to the rebound and both green the rebound. Look at Shea getting a crazy lane out the corner and then back fades again for 3. I didn't get to test a back fade. I didn't really think to do that.
Lord. I think I gotta
I'm really excited to test that for 2K26 because I like shooting the ball, and that seems like it'd be fun. Anyways, Laker fan just dominating the paint, greening that last rebound, gets the easy standing dunk to Caitlin Clark, driving, bad catch, and that leads to another body bump steal. That was happening several times throughout this gameplay. Wemby gets the ball here. He gets a little hop into the lane. That was nice. I don't know if that's just because he's super tall or if that was like just a good hop animation, just because it is a good hop animation. I don't know. Chase down block right there. Not exactly sure who blocked it. And then they mistimed the jumper. Fast break, passes out a wide open layup, and as soon as he posted up right there, he gets plucked. So plucks aren't very common in this game, but that was kind of a BS pluck right there. Like as soon as he posted up, he got it.
He looked hot stuff.
Wide open for the midi. That was all using the left stick too. Another thing to note is that the left stick is kind of crazy in 2K26. So you can really wiggle your way around to get wide open, and you're gonna see more of that in the other gameplays. But this was the final box score for the
oh my, what?
Game.
All right, cool.
Game. Shout out to King.
See if you get it, dumbass bitch.
Footage here. He is using Jokic for this gameplay, and there's actually going to be a WNBA player on his team, and they're going to be going against Anthony Edwards and Wemby. So Wemby versus Jokic. Something that I want you guys to notice is the green rebounds in this game, because it is something to note. You're going to see a lot of green rebounds in different situations of what happens. And there is a specific play where someone greens a rebound and gets it over them. Well, not over them, but you're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, first 2v2 game right here. And look at the WNBA player getting bumpy. I did talk about my gameplay breakdown video that Mike Wang did say that there's gonna be a lot more contact to contact animations when it comes to defense and playing high on people, as Jokic gets the nice hop step into the dunk. The WNBA player had a nice scoop a couple of plays ago. Jokic's jump shot did seem slow and kind of awkward, so I'm assuming why Dooms was mistiming it. I probably would have mistimed it too. They try to get Wemby to back down. They shoot a little midi fade, and look at, there's a green rebound right there. Now they did say that greening rebounds will increase, like I think it was vertical and rebounding, or maybe one or the other if you green it on just on that possession. Also, you're gonna see later as Jokic greens another rebound and gets a nice little pump fake into the standing dunk.
Thank you, bitch. Give me that back.
Super fast. This girl's kind of fast on some of her fades, like that little midi fade right there. Midi fade animations. I like the midi fade animation she has. And also, she just dexed out to the right using R2 or right trigger. A lot of people
sorry, nigga.
Especially in the
I should have just pressed his ass.
As Jokic gets
waste that time, nigga. Right waste the time. Waste the time.
That was insane. I don't know what this WNBA player's pass sack is, but
oh my god, he play like Reek, bro.
Interested in knowing. But anyways, if you do R2,
that nigga, they play like Reek.
Losing adrenaline. So we don't have the other person's POV, but I did hear that from people that played at 2K26 Community Day. Anyways, Jokic gets A tipped pass.
I like that shit. Oh, I'm about to kill him with it too. Oh god, he just said I'm about to catch him with it. If I get enough space, I'm gonna kill his ass
for
with
the
it.
easy dunk. Now it's 8-4.
Oh, he got
Once
it.
again, these reaches,
It
man.
ain't
I'm
jump.
trying to tell y'all, you can't really get plucks, man. They're very rare. They're possible, but you're gonna get a lot of fouls. You can't be reaching too much unless it's a lane or a confident blitz steal. He's walling up with Jokic right here, jumps,
Oh,
gets back to walling up, misses, and Jokic screens the rebound all at the same time. They kick it out to Jokic, and that jump shot, he was not timing that jump shot, but with the button, you see he's shooting earlys and lates.
Oh,
there's no slightly earlys and lates.
it's sweet.
Looking at the park, it looked good. This look like sunset, low key. Anybody
Come
here?
on,
I'm about to say it looked low key just like sunset. I mean, it's at night, but like.
bro. I'm about to say, bro, he keep doing this shit, bro. I'm about to just
about the beach, you heard me?
game.
He's about the sand, you heard me?
Did you see that rebound? WNBA player greening the rebound. What is she, like 5 foot something over a 7'4" player? Now I do think that the reason Wemby didn't get that is he was like stuck in a weird animation. Like he never actually showed for the rebound. But that is an interesting clip to say the least.
Slapped on it.
That's for sure. Anyways, dexing out. She lost an adrenaline right there when she dexed out. Another reaching foul. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The reaching
He just let this nigga.
Jokic
He thought he couldn't shoot. I wouldn't think he couldn't shoot either.
That's a good driving dunk meter. He had a good window on that, just didn't get
Oh
it. But like I was
god,
saying
he plucked it from you.
if you shoot with the button, it's either early, late, or green.
God, they got my nigga hurt.
That's where you can get like the slightly late, slightly early, slightly rushed type of time.
Can't hold me
yeah,
for
you
real.
shoot with button. They don't have slightly early, slightly late. I don't know why it's like that. It is what it is. You saw Jokic get another green rebound earlier. Now they got the ball back. It's 12-9. Easy little pick and roll pump fakes. Get the easy standing dunk after the Wemby jump. And that's another reaching foul. And a lot of people were used to reaching and just getting caught getting fouls. I don't know what kind of lab animation that was.
He know he ain't like that.
To go. Driving dunk meter from Anthony Edwards right there. He was using simple feedback, so he's getting the.
Bro, what is he doing?
Up and look at that lane. I don't know how.
Oh bad, bro. I ain't trying to get
that.
in.
That's some BS. Like if I read a lane right there and I don't catch that, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I don't know.
I don't upgrade my 3 though.
Maybe it's
Trained on this
something to
nigga.
do with that. Anyways, another good scoop layup for the WNBA player. Wemby gets another green rebound.
Oh
It is
shit, this nigga on my.
11 right now. Kane James' team is up.
This nigga is fucking aggravating.
Edwards, I'd assume that his driving dunk is pretty high. These are like the
This
base
nigga
mighty
mad or
guards,
something.
so they're not gonna have like juice stats.
He ain't got no
And they're
pads.
not gonna have as good stats as their play.
Stupid. Oh my god, you should feel embarrassed, dummy.
Jokic got the easy rebound. And unfortunately, he didn't.
I was waiting for a moment like that, nigga.
They just started
Finally got it.
on this test.
My nigga wasn't on shit. Green bandana.
I don't even know if they had the option to equip the takeover. In
Do
this
it to him.
test
I ain't give a fuck.
So he's
Oh, he
hot.
leaving
That
this
kinda
nigga.
sucks. The only takeover I got to test at all in the gameplay, if you watch my gameplay breakdown video, I did test Deep Bomber KD. And what is that steal animation? Another body up steal. We saw that in the 5v5.
I tried.
To get it over him. I feel like that was kind of a 50-50 one. But look at this.
He got that high midi.
He didn't reach. He didn't do nothing. I don't like that. I don't know what that is. That's some BS.
Damn, bro.
Jokic tries to shoot
He gonna shoot it, boy.
That was a
Hey,
super small meter.
I need something tall on his bitch ass.
On that. Good defense by Wemby. He gets a nice standing dunk animation, and now he's on fire. I won't even say he has takeover because there really is no takeover from that. And then he misses times a shot. Jokic and Wemby were not shooting good in this gameplay, as he's gonna go ahead and enter right there.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, that shoot stupid. Y'all better be on y'all. Oh.
Shout out to Spam for letting me use his 3v3 gameplay. I don't know if y'all are noticing a trend, but I tried to get some really good players that are actually good at 2K's gameplay. We had Laker Fan. He plays a lot of 5s. Dooms is on the other team too. We had Dooms on the 2s. He plays a lot of Pro-Am on PG. And now we got Spam, who was in the 2K League. He plays a lot of Pro-Am. He plays mostly PG. I've seen him play center a couple times. And he's on Anthony Edwards. He's playing with a Wemby and a Curry. I'm pretty sure the Curry was Chimoma. I don't know.
I just mentioned this shit. I bang on your bitch ass, nigga.
They got Allen Iverson out there.
Man, see, look, yeah, that's what it is.
We'll peep one thing. When Wemby green that layup, it was on Luka. Luka don't. I don't think. Oh shit. Luka don't have interior defense like that. I don't really got no defense. So I can understand why you're green now, but that's great.
Luka's out there. So that is kind of interesting. So Wemby should be dominating the rebounds this game. Curry was shooting pretty bad. Chimomo was struggling to shoot in this game. I kind of cut out a lot of his misses. He ended up like shooting really bad to start this game as he relocates to the right side. He probably missed like his first 5 or 6 jump shots. But anyways, Luka on the ISO, and I'm pretty sure that crazy burst he gets out of that move is literally just him wiggling with the left stick. I could be wrong.
Oh, that's all. God. Oh my gosh, I made it.
We got a little live com right there, but y'all heard him. He thought that was off. I said this in my gameplay breakdown, but if you're shooting with rhythm shooting, all you have to do is time the tempo. And right here, as you can see,
it was so
times the
ugly.
push, but you don't need to time the push to green your shots. So when if you have meter on and you're using tempo, it could be kind of weird because you could show a half bar of
Let
you
my
timing
man
your
rock
shot,
out
but
that fucking 3.
visually,
Yeah.
like visually in the meter is the push timing, and you don't need to green that. So you could like half bar the meter and technically green it because the meter is not showcasing your tempo.
Bruh, stop fucking playing, bro. I timed that shit. Fuck.
To notice in 2K26 as you're seeing a bunch of reach and fouls again
I
because
already
there
passed
is
it, that's why.
no plucks. Well, there is plucks in this game, but the fouls are very common as Anthony Edwards gets in dunk meter.
Damn,
I actually really like that. I like how the fouls are common on the reaches.
I ain't trying to get in
Maybe
his
I
way.
won't like that
Oh yeah,
when I play
good
the
shit.
game a little
That's how
more.
you get a nigga open.
As of right
Stupid
now,
ass nigga.
I'm fine with moving forward with the reaches like that. And I thought a lot of people in 2K25 would just spam and eventually get rewarded with them getting something out of it. I feel like there's a lot of animations in 25 where you can reach and then the player kind of has to, the offensive player like stops dribbling and is like stuck in this animation where he has to like move the ball away from him. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Bro,
Now that's not
that
an
nigga
animation
get
in the
on.
game. Now it's just a foul, and I feel like I like that
That
a
nigga
lot better.
aggravating though.
As Wemby was kind of dominating the boards this game as expected because they're running against a 3-guard lineup. Luka gets some jumping. He still gets the contest because he has 7-4. He doesn't have a takeover equipped.
They start cooking it first.
What I'm looking at right now, 7-4 is finna be, it's finna be crazy because the way Wemby playing right now, somebody make a 7-4 with a high close shot is, oh my god.
Oh, you good.
Damn. I thought, damn, okay.
So now he's just on fire. And look at Luka bringing up the ball, hits Iverson. I don't know how that's not a lane steal. I don't know what Anthony Edwards' steal rating is, but he doesn't get that lane steal. As what do you know, another foul call. People were way too used to just reaching to reach. You gotta reach at the right time. And after going like 0 for 5 to start the game, Chimomo just shoots a back fade and makes it with Curry. There's something about them back fades, bro. I'm gonna have to look into that when I get my hands on 2K26 again. Okay? Curry wide open catch and shoot, doesn't get it. And Anthony Edwards with the putback. Okay, spam. Okay, go crazy. We got Luka driving to the basket. I ain't gonna lie, Luka is not that fast, but he was fast out here. That game speed looking crazy. I like the increase in the game speed. They get a little tip pass lane right there. Easy, wide open, fast break dunk. Now it's 18-16. Chimomo with Curry trying to get something going. Kicks it out to spam. Probably could have shot the catch and shoot. Fadeaway 3 and doesn't get the green window there. Honestly, he didn't time either of those right, but look at Luka. Oh my. Oh, the crab? Was that a go-to shot for the crab? I ain't gonna lie, he fried Ant right there. That was a tough bucket. Now it's 19-18. They need a fadeaway 3 and doesn't get the green window there. Honestly, he didn't time either of those right, but look at Luka. Oh my. Oh, the crab? Was that a go-to shot for the crab? I ain't gonna lie, he fried Ant right there. That was a tough bucket. Now it's 19-18. They need a 3 to win the game. Curry misses. This dude Chimomo cannot make a catch and shoot with Curry, but he's making a back fade from nearly half.
Hey, chat, I might fuck around. I'll make a goddamn post scoring rebounder. Tripping. Pass I can still be there. Everything. Post score rebounder sounds real good.
on his first attempt with him. Anyways, they got Shea moving it back out to Luka. Anything wins it for them. If they score any bucket, they win. Luka is on fire. And oh, did he just set an illegal screen? I think that was for game 2019. Spam's not shooting the mid. He forces the dunk mirror. He had a very small green window right there. It doesn't end up making that. He has no stamina. Wemby misses the layup over a bunch of guards in the paint with takeover. That's kind of surprising. And yeah, this possession is looking shocked. Luka takeover. Ant has no energy. They somehow miss. And look at that. And that's crazy. That's a rare clip. I feel like no one else got this clip at Community Day. 2 guards both jumping for the rebound at the same time. They both green it. And what's the outcome? 2K gives them a jump ball. That is very interesting. I don't know if that was just by coincidence, but I feel like that makes sense if that it was on purpose in 2K's part to give jump balls for kind of those 50-50 rebounds if both players green it. So that was very interesting to see. I feel like that was the most interesting clip.
Green. God, it's green.
Oh shit! What?
Now the reason he lied on the green is because he actually thought it was green. His meter was green. He did green his meter, but that's the push timing. If you green the push timing but not the tempo timing, you do not make your jump shots with rhythm. You have to green the tempo. There's basically no reason to time your push timing when using rhythm. You should only try to time the tempo, because no matter how you time the push, if you don't time the tempo correctly, you are not going to make that. And now at 21-20.
What? 2K, stop fucking.
Fuck, Chad, if you just seen that shit, bro.
It is
game put the ball up behind the rim,
point, and they go ahead, make the layup, and win that game. Now I decided to finish off the video with a solid
look at that shit. Come on, let's go.
Just random gameplay clips that I saw that was given to me that I thought were, you know, worthy to put in the video. Why not some extra gameplay? So look at Sabrina. I think that was Sabrina in the corner. Her jumper is super slow.
Come on, bro, you acting scared, nigga.
Like crazy.
Come on,
this was a game of full WNBA players.
I said no, he was shoot. Hey, bro.
I think that's Brianna Stewart in right there. Doesn't get the lane, but they end up getting the loose ball, and then I don't know what's going on with the ball handle right there. They end up getting the easy steal. Another
I said
lane. I said it earlier. I'll say it again.
I mean, retarded. Think you AI to get it. Stupid, you ain't jump.
Look at these Caitlin Clark clips. Not even using the right stick. Just wiggling with the left stick.
I'm playing defense
that left
game.
stick is a dangerous thing in
I'm up in missing,
2K26. I mentioned it a little bit earlier on.
Let's go.
Now you're really
oh
seeing
my
it
god, what type of
you know, sometimes he's using the right stick in this gameplay. For the most part, there was a couple clips here where he's just running around with the left stick and he's getting open with Caitlin Clark. Not to mention, she's greening. She got a good scoop layup animation on too. I don't know what's going on with Caitlin Clark in 2K26, but she is souped up. They got her going crazy in this.
Damn, good boy.
Fade away with Asia.
It's girls and boys.
I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to contact. I got contact on. Let them get it.
At the same time. Imagine getting stopped by Caitlin Clark. You got LeBron James. Get the fuck out of here. Caitlin Clark only like not that tall.
Wilson jumping at her. That's green. Now she's got take. Well, I don't call it takeover. I mean, I guess she's hot. She don't got to take over equip. Midi fade with the after wiggling around with the left stick. I mean, come on. Now shout out to Vlad Wavy. He is a play now creator. He gave me some other triple threat gameplay. You see Jokic not greening the push, so visually it looked weird, and greening the tempo. So like I said earlier, that meter on while tempoing or tempo shooting, rhythm shooting, whatever.
Hey, niggas don't.
Whatever you want to call it, could be a little weird looking for sure, especially if you haven't played the game yet and you're just watching the gameplay for the first time. So that's why I made sure to explain that for y'all. But anyways, they were going crazy in this game. A boy Vlad, hey, he's a play now player. He know these jump shots, bro. This man was greening out here. Okay, It's 16-6. It's already a blowout.
Damn.
I don't know what kind of meter that guy had
bro,
right there,
let's go.
but there should have been some type of green window. But look at LeBron James getting to the
Oh,
basket. I
come on,
like
that be
the
you
size
all
of that
day.
green
I ain't
window
gonna lie.
right there.
I was gonna bounce
That's what I
past
like
that
to
so
see.
slow.
Shea with the misdirection, and oh, if that went in, that would have been crazy. Jokic greens the rebound, but the other Jokic gets the lane steal. Shea with the midi greens both the tempo.
Oh, yeah, that
and the
him.
push
That him.
right there
Oh,
for the easy
fucking
green.
God,
Look at this
sell it.
step back. Oh my God, LeBron out to Shea with the self
Oh,
alley.
oh,
Finally, we got
this
someone
game.
complete the self-alley-oops besides
Feeling
myself.
bad. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga right there gonna-
Gameplay breakdown video I did.
Man, I can't do
Jokic
shit. They ain't letting my
moved.
nigga dunk. They ain't letting me do nothing.
Why does everyone have a good crossover in this game? And look at that shot by Anthony Edwards. I don't know. That was a small green window, but he made it. And look at this. He mistimes the dunk, and it bounces in. We are used to that. That was a thing in 24 and in 25. I guess it's just lucky, bro. Like,
These
it's just the
niggas
luck
right
of the
here
draw.
reach
Look at Asia,
everything.
I don't know who that. Maybe that's
He should have
Asia
been
Wilson
hitting
out
me
the
just for the
corner,
cut for the dunk, bro.
and
Hit
she's
two
just
while you
wiggling
wasting
around
time.
from the corner, gets open. She also has Scottie Pippen behind the back, and
Just like that.
Curry, the Curry
Waste no
slide on.
time.
I don't know why they have her with so many good moves on, but hey, Asia
Now we
Wilson
got
got the
open
good
step back.
moves on, that's for sure.
We got him on the my team.
Anyways,
He don't even need to move. He don't even.
once again, you got that meter. It looks like you didn't time it, but you
Stupid
don't
nigga.
need the time to push
Man,
down.
let that be a-
You just gotta time the tempo, and if you don't know what the tempo
he
timing
playing
is,
dumb.
as Jokic gets a nice post,
Playing dumb.
throwing him off with that
I'ma
post
shoot.
up poet. No blitz steal right there.
You
You
wanna
guys
go to
don't
the-
know the tempo timing.
Okay,
It's basically
cool.
how
You locking them up.
you're trying to
Yeah.
match the speed of you going down and up on the
Yep.
right stick.
Oh
to
my
your
God, how
player's,
did he?
Shot speed. Okay, so you're trying to match his, I guess, motion of shooting with the speed of the stick. So that's why it's called tempo. That's
I
why
should shoot.
sometimes it'll say
He was
slightly
about to get
rushes.
hit
That's a
just
nice
now.
block
He
animation
messing
right
around,
there.
though.
Good defense by
They can't
Spam.
poke that, bro.
Shout out to Spam for more gameplay right here from him. Curry
Oh,
with the
he wait. He
fade,
took his
and
time
he
with
ends
that
up
one.
winning that
He made
game.
it so.
Back to some more gameplay.
That's it.
Caitlin
He scored. I
just
know you
going
ain't fun.
crazy, like off the catch, fader. Are we kidding? And she's blitzing.
Bill.
She's getting the blitz steal on Curry. Oh my
Bill,
God! And then Asia
come
Wilson
on,
getting
bruh.
up there, getting a rebound over
I'm
Jokic.
on that,
and
bro.
another-
Telling you, I'm on that. They just not giving me,
Curry is OD.
but they giving them stuff.
Curry is OD.
They not giving me them steals though, bro.
OD.
That's
tempo
crazy.
timing that just looks weird with the meter. That was a fadeaway. No blitz steal right there. And Caitlin Clark,
I
her
should.
fadeaway is low key money.
Oh,
And no
smooth.
blue
You
lane steal
nice
right
for
there
that
from
one. You
Brianna.
cocky boy.
Caitlin Clark spin into the
Just for
step
that.
back midi.
Y'all niggas
Dude,
about to
she is
lose.
crazy good in this game. Finally, I think that was Brianna in the corner. Her jumper is super slow.
Oh,
Curry with the fader. Another one that just looks weird. We're just not used to it visually with the meter. I mean, I'm gonna have my meter off, so I'm never gonna see that when I rhythm shoot. Look at the behind the back into the cancel into the other double behind the back.
Oh,
That's
we
a nice
got-
move right
oh,
there.
I'm
No
tripping.
lane steal for Curry on that
Tripping
fast
like
break.
hell.
I'm not sure how. It seemed like he read that pretty well. There has been some questionable ones. Another body bump steal. So the body bump steals are pretty common.
He's scared of me.
Unless you're really good at blitz steals, they're going to be more common than blitzes and more common than the
I'm
plugs as they get another driving dunk meter. Look at Curry with takeover. I ain't going to lie.
They
Spam
playing
was
to each
cooking
other.
right here. You could tell he was starting to get a feel for things. He didn't time that crab right there, but it is what it is. He is moving on these last couple possessions. 19-17, and oh my, there's so many people with takeover on the court. Double Curry slide
No.
into the step. Great, shoot it, Spam. He
don't even want to
greened
play
it. That
25
would've
on
been a
mobile.
clip. That would have been a clip right there. He's got
That's what
takeover
I'm
here. Fader in the corner, the turbo fade with. He didn't rhythm that. He buttoned that. 20-19 game point. I think that was a no dip catch and shoot, baby. We went over a lot of that in the gameplay breakdown. And look at it saying win streak prize and stuff. Back to some more gameplay. We got LeBron in the corner. Look at the crossover LeBron has on. Very similar to like the De'Aaron Fox cross. This was Cash Out versus Fana. So shout out to Cash Out for giving me some gameplay. Fana is team white and Cash Out's team black. So Cash Out was one of the first legends in 2K25, and Fana is a ex 2K League guard. So once again, some more good players for some gameplay for y'all. I wasn't just gonna get anybody's gameplay, bro. I got y'all with the good gameplay, especially since I wasn't able to play triple threat. But LeBron was going crazy. I really like LeBron. He's got good sigs. He's obviously got a good driving dunk, and I mean, it's LeBron, bro. Like, he's going crazy out here. He also was greening heavies in the fives game.
I'm not gonna lie, LeBron, his step back is good as fuck. Whatever the step back is, that's his step. Are you playing with friends? Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, oh shit. My bad, yo. All right. Trey.
Yo.
Yo. Kill.
I'm gonna watch the clothes.
Oh, okay, okay. No, I'm just checking. You say you can't hear me.
Look at Vanna. He's sparking with LeBron. Look at the behind the back into the cross, into the cancel, into the shot. Ooh, he misses. Takeover doesn't matter. Well, it's not takeover really. If he had a takeover equipped, that probably would have been green. Wemby gets the easy dunk. The dude is 7'4". LeBron would take over the back fade. He doesn't end up making that. Larry Bird greens the rebound. It is 18 to 15. And I think, yeah, Asia Wilson's going to end up turning it over here. Jokic, I don't know if you guys saw that. He reached early and ended up getting it because his body was just in front of him for the steal. Curry greens it. Hey, and go watch the video on your screen where I did it.
All right, you got to watch the chat. You finna watch the full breakdown. Double H.
The new NBA.
Shout out Double H. We sub up that nigga. Shout out Double H. For gameplay. Yeah, we can. Okay.
NBA2K26 dribbling system, speed bursts, behind the backs, adrenaline, quick stops. I'll cover it all for all of you dribblers out there. We've also got the new rhythm shooting and no dip catch and shoots in 2K26. While also going over the L2 cheats, jump shots, and how hard it actually is to shoot. So shooters, keep watching. We can't forget about the new dunk meter mechanics, the old new slow down euros, layups, floaters. For all my slashers watching, I got y'all. We're gonna be going over passing and even the new green rebounding mechanic. Even the post scores will be getting covered in today's video with this standing dunk meter and the new post go-to shots. And let me tell you, these post scores might be more OP than ever. I'll cover all of defense from the paint.
This nigga Yao Ming just greened a post scoring hook.
Y'all in my team?
No. I'm watching. I'm live, but we on 2K. But this nigga, I'm watching 26 breakdown. This nigga Yao Ming just greened a post hook 3-pointer. Like, I'm talking about running. Like, this nigga green that bitch for the 3. All right.
All the way out to the perimeter. We'll even be talking about takeovers. Literally anything you from the. Let me tell you. Getting covered in today's video with this standing dunk meter and the new post go-to shots. And let me tell you, these post scores might be more OP than ever. I'll cover all of defense from the paint all the way out to the perimeter. We'll even be talking about takeovers. Literally anything you can possibly think for gameplay for 2K26, we will cover. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started right now. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Henry, aka Double H, back at it with yet another banger. And I played NBA 2K26 early, and I'll be breaking down everything in different categories, starting with dribbling, then shooting, finishing, rebounding, post scores, defense, and lastly, takeovers. And I'll be doing all that while giving my honest opinion on the game I played at Community Day for 2K26. If you have any questions, I will answer them live on Twitch right now. Now, if you want to see the raw, uncut footage, it's being streamed 24/7 on my second Twitch channel, Double H VODs, where I'm also hosting a 2K26 giveaway. Now, warning, all the footage you see in today's video is on Hall of Fame, and I will be showing proof of that throughout the video. Another warning, all of this gameplay is from playing 2K26 early. This is the game I played at Community Day, and things could change by the time the game releases. Let's start with the dribbling. Now, I'm going to let some clips play in the background while I talk about my honest opinion about the dribbling, and then we'll get into specifics. The dribbling is a lot faster. I mean, you guys can tell by just looking at the gameplay. Okay, the momentum's back. There's a bunch of old moves back. There's new moves. You can run out of moves faster. You can cancel out of moves. Overall, the dribbling feels smoother. It looks faster. And I feel like players are still going to be able to replicate their favorite NBA players, while also the players that like the old arcade,
I got this Curry on my team.
fast speed gameplay.
I said I got this GOAT Curry on my team.
I do too.
Type of movement are going to be able to do their thing as well, okay? I mean, y'all can see the clips. Like, you could spam moves, cancel out of moves, run out of moves faster. The dribbling is 100% better than 25. I mean, if you think 25's dribbling is better than this by just looking at it, then I don't know. You might be blind because it's clearly better. But anyways, let's get into some specifics. Bursting out of moves, okay? Even just doing a simple escape of the court right here with Curry, you see I'm running out of that much faster. De'Aaron Fox has a nice escape and cross launch. Look at his escape.
I'm already seeing on 26. If you on defense,
Y'all want to play a little triple threat?
Nigga, it don't matter. If you move the wrong way, it's over with. Them niggas is gone.
And cross launch is nice and fast. Trae Young running out an escape. There's his animation. He also has, look at 2K24, Jamal Murray behind the back on. I'm not sure what behind the back it is. Whatever Trae Young's behind the back is right here is literally the Jamal Murray behind the back from 2K24. But Jamal Murray does his behind the back isn't good. Even Giannis, his cross launch is good. And when he just runs out of a standstill position, he runs out of it instead of having this like slow turtle animation that we had in 2K25. You see John Morant running right, then goes to escape, explodes out left, gets the easy dunk leader. I was even messing around with LeBron James. He has this nice like walk back, step back, and just messing around with LeBron. I mean, look at this, bro. You can snatch while running forward, and then you stop at a dime immediately. Look at KD. He did the same thing where he kind of snatches when he's running forward, and then he can burst out of that to left or right. Once again, here's Ja Morant in the Learn 2K. You saw his escape running left and right in the play. Now, I was just testing the dribbling. So am I actually going to spam the left right with the stamina and adrenaline? No, and we're going to get into that later. I'm just trying to show y'all the actual gameplay. There's Trae Young's behind the back moving forward. There's that 2K24 Jamal Murray behind the back right there. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention Kyrie has a similar behind the back that arguably creates more space. This one is insane too. Very similar to that Jamal Murray behind the back in 2K24. Escapes and behind the backs you can spam in 2K26. And what I mean is like literally spam them. In the past in 2K25, if you didn't escape, you had to wait for the whole escape to play out to do another one. And then you would have to like either left stick cancel it, or you would have to do a hezi and then do the escape again. In 2K26, you could just spam your right stick right and left without left stick canceling, without L2 canceling, without doing anything, okay? You could just spam it right and left until your fingers fall off if you want to. Now, would I suggest doing this? No, because you're going to lose stamina super fast and you're going to lose adrenaline, okay? But you can do it like once or twice, get open, you can go right, you can go left, hunt for your threes, okay? You could do it with the Kemba escape. You could do it with any escape in the entire game. Same with behind the backs. Look at the Curry slide. You can Curry slide back and forth as much as you want. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Now, are you going to lose stamina and adrenaline fast? Yes. And we're going to get into that because right now this is Learn 2K clips with no energy or fatigue on, okay? So yeah, you can see the Damian Lillard escape. We showed a bunch of random escapes in these clips that you could do. It doesn't matter what escape it is in the game. KD's, Jimmy Butler's, doesn't matter. You could just spam it back and forth. So this is escapes and behind the backs. At first, I was trying to left stick it, but I realized, yo, I don't even have the left stick cancel it. Like, I could literally just spam it back and forth. So you just hold the right trigger and right stick right to left for the escapes. And then if you want to do the behind the backs, is obviously diagonal down right, diagonal down left, with the right trigger, just back to back to back. Adrenaline and stamina. So now you're gonna see what these escapes and behind the backs look like when fatigue is on and you have stamina and adrenaline. Look at, I'm just spamming the Curry escape, and yeah, you run out of energy and all of your adrenaline super fast. Look at KD, even with deep bomb or takeover. Usually in takeover, you don't really lose stamina fast. No, as soon as you can see if we slow it down, as soon as I started spamming those and canceling those escapes back and forth, I lost an adrenaline, and I had probably like what 20% of my stamina left when I shot the ball. Now look, we got Stephen Curry escape into the Curry slide, and look at, I got no energy by the time I shoot the ball. You're gonna have to be smart with how you use your moves in 2K26 because look at this, it's slowed down. I have about 70% of my stamina left here. I get up the court, I do an escape, I lose a little bit of a stamina. Then I do a curry slide right after that. And now I have like 30% of my stamina bar left. I do another curry slide. And now I'm blinking red with 2 adrenaline. So that's an escape in 2 curry slides. And I am gasping for breath. Now here's Damian Lillard spamming the escape. He loses all of his adrenaline. You can't just spam this move and not be punished. So I'm sure a lot of y'all that are watching this learn to like, oh, this is gonna be OP, this is gonna be cheesy. But like in reality, no, you're gonna be dead tired if you just spam that. Here's Trey Young spamming it right there. I actually didn't lose an adrenaline somehow, but I'm blinking red, so it doesn't even matter. The momentum is back in NBA 2K26. You can see in Learn 2K, Shay spamming the momentum back and forth. Now, if y'all want to know how to do the momentum in NBA 2K26, this is gonna be how you're gonna want to do it. So without turbo, so without the right trigger, click up on the right stick, then move your left stick towards the opposite ball hand and hold turbo. So after you flick up on the right stick, you want to move your left stick towards that opposite ball hand super fast. Like you want to do this all-in-one motion basically. If you were able to momentum in the past, you're gonna get this down pretty easily. An all behind the back mechanic returning. So you guys know in 2K25 to get that aggressive behind the back while you're standing still, like out of standing still, you have to like double tap the right stick down diagonal. Now it's like 2K21 where you can kind of just run and flick the right stick diagonal down where you want to go. So all you have to do is just run and flick it down diagonal where you want to go, all in one motion, and you can get these behind the backs out of standstills. That mechanic is back from 2K21. Not only that, there's a lot of good there's a couple good downhill behind the backs. One of them being Scottie Pippen. We're gonna talk about that more later in the video, but there's what his behind the back looks like right there. The nutmeg is of course in 2K26. Now you have to do it a little differently this year. So last year you had to hold the right trigger while running forward, and you had to flick the right stick down diagonal and then flick up like in a super fast motion. Now instead of flicking up after flicking diagonally down left or right, you have to flick diagonally up, opposite of wherever you went left or right. So if you went diagonal down left, you have to flick it diagonally up right. That's just a minor change on how to do the nutmeg, but it is back in 2K26. There is still hezzy canceling in 2K26. Now obviously you don't need to cancel out of those escapes or behind the back to the hezzy anymore, or double right stick down diagonally left, or double right stick down diagonally right with behind the back. But for step backs like this, if you wanted to spam them back to back, you can still do the hezzy right after the behind the back and then do it again. Now obviously Tracy McGrady's hezzy is kind of ass, so it's a little drawn out, but you get the point. Quick stopping for NBA 2K26. Now I was talking to some people at community day, and I was talking to some other guards, and they said they couldn't find a way to quick peek like you could in 2K22 or like a 2K20 quick stop. Y'all all know in 2K25 we would flick to the right or left with the right stick, or just let go of everything. And that's what I was doing at 2K26 community. I was just flicking the right stick to the right or left. Would you? I mean, some of y'all probably call that a quick stop, but this is just the best way to set your feet that I'm aware of as of now. Maybe I didn't talk to somebody that found something, or maybe we just all didn't have enough time to find the best way to set your feet and shoot. But as of right now, the best way for me was to just flick the right stick to the right or left after letting go of the left stick and shooting. I am going to be talking about more about shooting, a lot of shooting later in this video. Once again, a lot of my clips that I show, I'll just randomly look at the settings to prove that it is on Hall of Fame. All this gameplay is on Hall of Fame. I know some creators be going to the community day, putting that shit on rookie, and then uploading it, acting like they're showing some gameplay. But if you're not playing on Superstar or Hall of Fame, then what are you really showing? Anyways, yeah, that's unfortunately the best way to set your feet right now. I wish there was a better, faster way. Steve Francis, one word, removed. It is not in the game. I don't know if, you know, Steve Francis just doesn't have his own move on. The Steve Francis that you just flick up on the right stick and run, it's gone. He did not have it on his player. Not only that, it was not in the builder animations, but usually it's not there because it's locked behind a rep. Yeah, this is not in the game as of right now. Honestly, I don't have a problem with that, considering that was just a move that a lot of people spammed and it was overused. As long as there are other moves to go to, and just by looking at the dribbling, it seems good enough that we don't need Steve Francis, I'm gonna be honest. Go-to shots. Now I put this under dribbling because a lot of us didn't use these for jump shots because they don't work on real people with brains. We use Kevin Durant and Jalen Suggs most of the time for dribbling out of them and using them to run out of moves faster or just run faster, like the KD or the Jalen Suggs, like I said, which are both back. It seemed like most players, if not all players, had the same go-to shot they had in 2K25. I know some people wanted some NBA players to have a different go-to or thought they deserved a different go-to. Well, I don't think you're getting that unless, I didn't test everyone's go-to shot, of course. But the ones that I did test, it seemed like they were the same ones from 2K25. Ankle breakers. They were terrible in 2K25. I think they're terrible in 2K26 too. Now, to be fair, I didn't like get a playmaking takeover, which in past 2Ks where ankle breakers were good, that's where you would get the good ankle breakers. But it seems like the ankle breakers were super random. The actual animations look really kind of dumb and like fake. And there was even sometimes where I would just spam a move or do a move and the crowd would react crazy. And it's like I didn't even do something. But even when I did make the defender do something, it kind of just didn't make any sense. But I'll let y'all listen in on the game audio when I didn't.
Shit, mate, this nigga. What the hell? Bro, what? Bro, y'all better leave me the fuck alone, bro.
Thompson and Flag fill out the wings.
Blowout dribbling. It is the same control. It seemed exactly copy-paste from 2K25. You can still blow out dribble up the court. If you run into someone like right there, you're going to automatically lose the ball literally every single time. The Kobe jab step. It is back in 2K26. It is the same thing, works exactly the same. Yeah, there's really not much to say here. There's this new up the court move I saw in the controls when I was looking through it. Basically, you run when you're running up the court without holding the right trigger, you double flick up on the right stick. So you flick up on the right stick twice, and each player has like a different move equipped for this. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to be useful, especially online or competitive. I obviously didn't test everyone's up the court move, but here's Trae Young's, Curry's, and Shea's and what they look like. Now I have a solid 5 minutes of just dribbling around in the Learn 2K for y'all. I was literally just messing around. Keep in mind, I'm just testing the game, okay? I'm spamming things. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to see what moves are in the game, what you can get away with, what you can't get away with. Obviously, fatigue is off. But I thought for people that wanted to see as much gameplay
game. Hey, shut the fuck up.
You get a little other. Yes.
Curry moved OD.
It's possible. Why not throw this in? Okay. Now there are some moves that I did learn in the Learn 2K that are going to be good in 2K26. Obviously, we know Curry's escape and his Curry slide can be spammed and are good. His step back is still the same. His moving step back though is like the one in 21. I'm pretty sure that might have been in last year's game though. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, I was just messing around with him, dribbling around with him. You can get pretty shifty with Curry. He was probably one of the best moving guards in play now. Paolo Banchero, he has the same go-to shot. He's like, what, 6'10"? He was not moving too fast. But Michael Jordan has the Kobe escape on. There's also a lot of good moving crossovers to get to the paint. So you guys remember De'Aaron Fox cross? I'm not sure what crossover MJ has on. It's very similar to the De'Aaron Fox crossover, but it works just like that. There is a lot of good crossovers that I saw a lot of players have on equipped that could get you to the basket pretty effectively. Okay, Scottie Pippen, this guy has a really good step back, and he is the best behind the back in the game, in my opinion, at least for us ISO players. Okay, he has a very good crossover too. Scottie Pippen is just juiced overall. Okay, this behind the back is very good for downhill, but look at, there's like this step back he has too. When you see me running forward, then I stop like that, and then you could chain that into a moving behind the back. I could see you running to the basket, doing this step back, someone jumps by, you have the easy wide open standing dunk. Yeah, Pippen was pretty glitchy. His crossover was good too. I don't know why they juiced Pippen so crazy, but they did. Kyrie, we showed his escape earlier. It's very good. He has that really good behind the back on that we talked about earlier. Like the Jamal Murray, he can also momentum. I mean, literally anybody can momentum. We saw Shea doing it earlier. This hop back, the misdirection hop back from 2K22, it is back in 2K26. LeBron James and Donovan Mitchell have this walk back as their step back. It's pretty nice. I kind of like that for taller ISO builds. just to kind of reset things.
It's
But look,
slow.
LeBron's like, I'm moving with LeBron. Hold
Yeah,
on,
this
like
shit fast.
the moving
Yeah,
behind the
he's talking about
bag
6'9".
into the dunk. I like how like LeBron's SIGs were a lot different than a lot of other players I used. There was his crossover right there. Once again, when you run forward, there's a lot of step backs that you can do,
Yeah,
just
like
completely
99
stop on a
feet, all
dime
that shit.
to go
This
into
shit
another
fast.
move. James Harden, he had a really
Jump
good
shot
snatch back. If
fast.
you
Oh, shit, give me
run
that.
forward, you can get this good snatch animation
Damn, bro.
depending on if you're holding your left stick to a certain
Big
way. You
ass
can
nigga
run
will
out
foul
of it
you
pretty
in the
good,
end
like
in
that right there.
second.
Yeah, James Harden, I might have to look
Dumb.
into that snatch because
Yeah.
his snatch is really good. I kind of like that.
Oh my
for
God,
my
this
play
shit too
style. I think
fast,
that'll
bro.
work well. You see, you can
Yeah,
snatch
you
out of the
told that
midi,
shit
go back
slow.
out to the three.
Yeah, that shit is
flip it
fast.
to the left or right.
I ain't
stop
talking
on a
about- I'm talking
dime
about,
and shoot it out of
Curry
that.
drop shot.
Kevin Durant. A lot of people
I ain't
were
gonna
in
lie. All you
agreement.
gotta
By the way, he has a good
do, Curry,
crossover on his shoot right there.
fade,
A lot of
fade,
people were
run,
in
run.
agreement
Shoot,
that
shoot, yeah.
Kevin Durant
Shot three
was
with Curry,
crazy
bro. I ain't
good
gonna lie,
on
that
this
shit
game.
right
Like
there
some
is
people,
fire,
a lot of people were
nigga.
saying that he's the best player on the game. He is pretty OP.
He might step back.
I'm not sure what crossover he has on.
fast
Like it
out.
was just like
They
De'Aaron
want a
Fox.
shot,
His
bro. They got
escape is
big
really
niggas.
good.
They can shoot over
His
your ass. I'm
motion
trying to
style
jump.
like has him like
I'm
dribbling
trying
low to the floor. I
Let's
like
go.
that
You
too.
big stupid.
His
Y'all got
fade
big
is
cars
exactly
and
the
y'all
same.
fucking up, man.
It's very hard to
Yo,
contest.
like that.
If you know how
I'm
to
telling you,
time
that
it,
shit right
you're
there
gonna make it
butter,
with
nigga.
that fade.
That
John Morant,
fade,
we were
that
showing
shit,
his
that shit
escape
right there.
earlier.
Alright, bro, you can
He
time it.
runs out of moves really
I'm playing with
fast.
that
Now
shit
the
on my
best
phone with
dribble
my
style
team.
was John
What
Morant.
the
John
fuck?
Morant was
What's
good.
wrong with-
Darius Garland was
Man,
good.
fading them
A
shit.
couple other people said they liked Curry and Kyrie, but I thought Ja and Garland were the best. I know a lot of other good dribblers were agreeing with me that Ja and Garland were the best. Now that is for small guards. There was a Zach LaVine dribble style that was the best for tall guards. You see Shea, Young Dirk was dribbling around with Shea. His cross launch was pretty good, but honestly, I didn't really like how Shea was moving. His escape was it was different, but I didn't like his escape compared to others' escapes. Ja still has the same aggressive breakdown. The Devin Booker aggressive is still in the game too. I didn't show that, but that is in the game. But yeah, Ja's dribble style, by far the best dribble style in the game, in my opinion. Him and Garland, 1 and 2. And Kevin Durant, we talked about that Scottie Pippen step back. It's like the same thing with Durant and LeBron. You can just run forward, do the step back, and then you can run out of that right. Or if you're running right at first, you can run out of it left. Now we're finally done with dribbling. Let's move on to shooting, because there's also a lot to cover in shooting now. Let's just take a look at Curry really quick. One of the players that I'll be showing at his attributes, because we were using him a lot, he is a 99.3. None of the NBA players had legend badges, so keep that in mind when watching the gameplay. But there goes Curry's stats and badges. Now these stats weren't final, but let's start with rhythm shooting. Okay, rhythm shooting is a little different than 2K26. So rhythm shooting does not have a green bonus over shooting with
they fixed that shit. They need better service for this shit.
Rhythm shooting, there's two timings. There's tempo timing and there is push timing. You are seeing in the bottom, there is sometimes where I am not greening the push timing and I'm greening the tempo timing, but I am still greening it on Hall of Fame difficulty, because all you have to do is green the tempo timing, which is just the speed of you going down and up on the stick, matching the player's shot speed, okay? That is the only thing that you have to time to green and make a shot with rhythm shooting. So I guess technically there is an advantage with rhythm shooting because you have two different things to time, but this is the thing. You're probably thinking, oh, I just have to green the tempo or the push. No, if you green the push timing and not the tempo timing, it doesn't go in. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really an advantage. I think it really just depends on what you're better at timing. If you're better with the button, use the button. But if you're better timing the tempo, then time the tempo. Now, before I talk about a couple other advantages with rhythm shooting, right here, I have a wide open catch and shoot with Damian Lillard. And you see, I green the push. There's an example. And I didn't green the tempo.
That shit. I see why y'all ain't shooting that shit like that.
Yeah, if you green the tempo, you make it.
Shoot that
you green the push like I just did again right there, and you don't green the tempo, you do not make the shot. Now you can also make your shots faster with rhythm shooting if you shoot your tempo faster. That is kind of confusing though. The best way for me to explain it is the faster you let go of the right stick after pushing it down, the faster your jump shot will be, and then it starts timing your tempo once you release it from holding down on the right stick to going back. This doesn't mean you can't go crazy with the button. This is a game. This is a random shot from All-Star Team Up. I mean, people are greening reds in the corner with the button. And that brings us to the perfect time to talk about rhythm turbo fades. Now let's take a look at this first clip where I let go of the right stick to the top to the bottom a little faster than normal, and he kind of chucks it up because he releases it faster. Okay, but that was his turbo fade animation. If you guys remember in 2K25, and there's a pull-up version of it, in 2K25, depending on if you had your right trigger held or not, you had a slow fade or a turbo fade.
What the fuck, bro?
Okay, now in 2K26, there's no slow fades if you want to rhythm a fade. It is just the turbo fade animation as long as you are pointing your left stick to the right or left. Now, sometimes you will get a pull-up jump shot, kind of like a front fade almost.
That didn't say very early.
Direction. But as long as you are pointing it to the left or right, and you want to rhythm fade it, you have to put the right stick up and down still. You're going to get that turbo fade animation. Right there, you see.
It don't matter, bro. This nigga push right off me.
So I got the pull-up jump shot, just like this one right here.
Matter.
Bam. Also, the pull-up jump shots are better with rhythm. You don't get those slow, bad animations. Yeah, you're just guaranteed the turbo fade animation every time, or the decently good pull-up animation.
What? Lingerie party.
She asked me if I want to go to lingerie party. Going no damn lingerie party. Fine.
You talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
This nigga crazy.
Need a fucking big. You out here with all these fucking big.
Yeah, man. See, I don't think I got no.
If you should know.
Fades. Now, shout out to Laker for providing this gameplay to me, and shout out to King Dooms. He was using Shea in this gameplay, and he told me after testing back fades and All-Star Team Up that back fades feel smoother than regular jump shots. So that gets me excited because I like back fading, especially on twos. I like doing that. And so does my teammate. So I don't know. I didn't personally test the back fades, but my boy Dooms said it felt really good, and he was going crazy with the back fades. Like, look at this. Shay's just going crazy out there in the All-Star Team Up. No dip catch and shoots. If you guys didn't know, there's a new mechanic where if you hold L2 when you catch the ball.
Curry had like the fastest no dip catch and shoot though, from what I've seen. Oh shit. I say yeah, Curry had like the no. What the fuck? Oh okay, yeah, Curry had the fastest one from what I seen.
You can get your jump shot off faster now. Yes, in previous 2Ks, if you hold L2, you get a better catch. This is a better catch, and you get your jump shot off faster. So this is Curry, what Curry looks like on a regular button shot, and then this is Curry when he does the no dip. You can clearly see he is not dipping the ball when he catches it, and he is shooting it immediately, making it harder for the defense of the arena to react. Now here's what Kristaps Porzingis looks on a regular jump shot in the corner. It's slow, doesn't look too good, right? Now here's a no dip. L2, shoot it immediately. Clearly a difference. This is a must if you are a spot up shooter or you control your whole team like in my team or play now. I even went to go look at Porzingis' three, and as bad as he doesn't even have corner specialists or anything, but yeah, he shot that thing immediately. Here's Wemby, a 7'4" player with the no dip, shooting over those. Okay, Jalen Williams, super fast catch and shoot. Now I will say you can do the no dip with button or rhythm shooting, it doesn't matter. Paul George had a good no dip shot. Now depending on the jump shot, you can get faster no dips or slower ones. So look at DeJounte Murray, that's a heavy. He just shoots it immediately. There were some players that had bad no dip catch and shoots, like Jonathan Isaacs was terrible. It was slow. Now, I tried to get one off the dribble, but it doesn't work. You have to have your feet set, okay? Don't believe me? The next possession with the same player, Keontae George, I have my feet set and I shoot it immediately. It is clearly visibly a lot faster. You can also contest these no dips, of course. It's not like they're unstoppable. If you're there, you're there. Cam Thomas's no dips catch and shoot was one of the best. I mean, we all know Cam Thomas base is good, but look at how fast he was getting that no dip off. I thought that Stephen Curry's was the fastest though. I thought Patty Mills and Cam Thomas's were pretty good as well. Shooting over people. Yeah, 2K26 height is a huge factor. I'm talking shooting, finishing, everything. Now look at Kevin Durant. I pull up right in Cooper Flag's face. Open, green in it with the button. Now I went to go look at Cooper Flag's stats. I mean, dude, this guy is tall and he has an 84 perimeter defense. Now, yeah, KD is 6'11 with a 99 midi in Hall of Fame. Did I? So that probably has something to do with it. We were not going to get that on a my player, obviously. But Kevin Durant being as tall as he was, I could definitely feel an advantage shooting over people. And it wasn't just Kevin Durant. There were some jump shots. It wasn't just height. There were some jump shots where I was like, oh my God, Trae Young's base? I don't know what was going on with Trae Young's base. But I was greening a lot of contestants with Trae Young. 40s. I greened like 3 40s with Trae Young on Hall of Fame difficulty. I don't know what's going on with his base, but
George,
he's making contested shots. You know, even Chet Holmgren, look at over Tyrese Maxey's a little small guard. That's open. Dexing, we all know about the L2Gs. Now, when you dex with the right trigger, it's still the same animation. Now, fatigue was off in Learn 2K, so I don't have visual proof of this. But for the people that were testing triple threat and all that stuff, when they were tapping R2 to dex like you would around the 2's core or the 3's to L2, you would lose a stamina off one R2 dex. So you want to backdoor with the right trigger dex, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose an adrenaline. You want to run right and then right trigger back to the left, you're losing an adrenaline guarantee. So if you're going to dex even once, you better get open because you're losing an adrenaline, and starting a possession catching the ball with 2 adrenaline is a huge disadvantage because you're probably going to go down to 1 adrenaline after a couple moves, and it's not very easy to green a shot with no adrenaline or even 1 adrenaline. Limitless range. Now, I got Deep Bomber takeover once. Yes, Deep Bomber is back. I got it with Kevin Durant. Hall of Fame difficulty, step back, shooting over Daniel Gafford. Got an open, greening it with rhythm shooter or rhythm shooting. Once again, I proved that it is on Hall of Fame difficulty. That was pretty crazy. Went right off the backboard, so that's how you know I got the green window spot on with that tempo timing. Now, I was in Learn 2K with Steph Curry. It was a 99-3. Now, keep in mind, these players, none of them had legend badges, so Curry is Hall of Fame limitless range. And I was just testing out shooting with rhythm from super deep. Now, for whatever reason, at Learn 2K, it was really hard to shoot. But obviously, this gameplay that I'm showing currently is literally from the Learn 2K logo. But I did green it a couple times. So it wasn't impossible to shoot from out there with Hall of Fame limitless range. Unfortunately, we didn't get to test legend limitless range. I would have liked to test that and see how that was working out there, but I did green twice out of, you know, several tries out from there. But now you're probably asking, how hard is shooting? There's a pure green window, guys. It's gotta be easy, right? Dude, on Hall of Fame, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Learn 2K. I mean, you guys saw me shooting pretty well in play now. You have to be locked in. I don't know if you notice in the feedback, it's only gonna show late, early, or green. So in my head, I'm like, dude, am I timing it this far off? Because it's like late, early. I'm used to like slightly early, slightly late sometimes. But you gotta be locked in. I was on push timing. If you're not paying attention, locked in on Hall of Fame, you're gonna struggle to shoot. Dude, this is Curry with a 99-3. I felt that shooting middies, even though Curry's mid-range was, well, actually no, Curry had a 99 midi and a 99-3, so his rating's the same, but shooting the midi was just like a lot easier. And obviously I know shooting a mid-range should be easier than shooting a 3, but it felt a lot easier to shoot a midi than a 3. You can ask other creators that were there. I know you guys are probably thinking, dude, you're in the Learn 2K with no one guarding you. Dude, I'm telling you, it was actually tough to shoot in this Learn 2K on Hall of Fame. I don't know if it's gonna be like that in other Hall of Fame difficulty modes on the actual game, but I mean, I wasn't shooting too bad in play now, so I'm not really worried about it. But you're not gonna come out here just because there's a pure green window and no RNG shooting crazy good. Like, it is not easy to shoot on 2K26. I would say. 2 random little things. I'll show the shot meter really quick. I don't use the meter, so this is the only clip you're gonna see of it, which was the first clip I had in community day, because I took it off immediately after this. So there's what the meter looks like for the people that are interested. And here is the little green splash thing under your player. This was in 2K20. Yes, it is back. That's what it looks like in game. Patty Mills jump shot and other jump shots. Patty Mills was Patty Mills. Now, obviously, Patty Mills, like, dribble animations suck and his releases are not very good. But when you put your custom releases on after unlocking Patty Mills, which is probably locked, it's going to be a good jump shot. It's Patty was padding, if that's what you're asking, okay? T-Mac now, T-Mac's jump shot on his actual player is like way slower. If you have a custom jump shot creator, it's gonna be faster. T-Mac's jump shot was looking like the same. I don't know. It felt a lot slower because it's on T-Mac and his jump shot release is slow. LaMelo Ball base was terrible. I don't know if the releases just suck. I hated this jump shot. This was very hard to time. One person that actually liked their jump shot was the rookie on the Hornets, Knipple. I really like his jump shot. And also his no dip catch and shoot was pretty good too. Michael Porter Jr. also had a good jump shot. I felt like I was shooting a lot better than him with the other players in Learn 2K on Hall of Fame. Jonathan Isaac was a jump shot I used on my 7-foot centers, and this was terrible. I mean, I could not time his shots. It was really bad. He also has a terrible no dip catch and shoot. You can't even tell the difference. That's how slow his no dip catch and shoot. It's so bad. And then here's Cooper Flagg's jump shot for anyone wondering. Carmelo Anthony's jump shot was pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie. He also had a good no dip catch and shoot. Also, Cam Thomas's base is probably the base I'm gonna start 2K26 with. I like that a lot. And like I said earlier, Curry with the no dip was really good. I might use that too. And Trae Young's base was like weirdly good. I was greening a lot of contestants with it. Free throws. Now, free throws are green or miss or on higher difficulties. I was on Hall of Fame, so it was green or miss. This is what the free throw looks like. I had the funnel meter on if you guys are interested.
A stuck cousin, but nah.
In using the meter, was my favorite meter in 2K24. You saw I purposely missed the jaw, doesn't go in. I barely.
Say what?
So I like my step cousin.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Am I hearing this right? Hold on. Hold on. You said, do I?
I said I like my step cousin.
Oh, well, I don't think you should like that.
Why? You my fucking cousin for real.
Nah, I don't really think.
If he was to create life, it wouldn't be related.
I mean, in my opinion,
honestly, Mr. Green window. Giannis doesn't go in. You have to meet that green window to make your free throw. So if you're gonna play Pro-Am this year, you better green those free throws, or else they're not going in. No more white free throws. You're gonna have to lock in on that or at that free throw line. Finally, we are moving on to the finishing. We're gonna start with Giannis's stats here. He is a 91 dunk, 85 standing dunk. He's a 98 overall. I mean, those stats aren't final, but that's what I was using when I was playing with him. He has Hall of Fame physical finisher because none of these players have legend badges, like I said earlier in the video. And once again, we are on Hall of Fame difficulty, just like I have been the whole video. We are going to start with the dunk meter. This is what the dunk meter looks like. I put on the funnel meter, like I said. I changed it in the customized HUD settings. I have the large meter set on. Now with the dunk meter this year, you have to hold the right trigger.
But I mean, my uncle not even married to mom.
So it's a little different. First play, it was right over OV Toppin. I had a green window. You can visually see the green window. I'm just not used to it. I could have timed that, could have easily greened that right here, right over him. I mean, that was, who was that, Andrew Nemhard? But once again, a lot of these dunks are going to be greenable, and that's what I like about that. At least give me a chance to green the dunk. A lot of these are small meters, but there is some kind of green window. We are in Hall of Fame difficulty, and unlike 2K and 2K25, by the way, right?
Okay, we're going to skip all this. Go to post score.
Oh, I found it.
Post scoring. Wow, do we have an interesting segment? Because this is crazy. Post fade seems pretty crazy. I mean, not crazy, but just like normal. I was rhythm shooting it. Last second, Julius Randle button shot. 9% with the shot clock going down. I didn't even intend on shooting a post fade with Julius Randle. It's just the only thing I had. Little rhythm shots. All I did was just hold up on the right trigger or hold the right trigger, hold up on the right stick. And I would get a lot of those animations that a lot of players had equipped, like Jokic had equipped with the little shimmy fade. You can still spin people, throw them to the floor. I just did it with Booker. You can spam the post spin. You can like speed boost out of it like post scorers do. Drop step, standing dunk, and one on Booker. He is a smaller defender. Mark Williams guarding me. You can still like spam the post like change position thing with the right trigger. You still spam that. Post spin, I throw him off me with no takeover. Once again, I'm just not used to the standing dunk meter being just down, so I mistimed that. And then I started getting double teamed already, so okay. Spin Mark Williams off me again, wide open standing dunk. So yeah, you can still spin and drop step people to the floor with no takeover. Their hooks, I don't know. I don't know if I really couldn't tell you if they were good or not, but we were grinning some post hop shots with Jokic that were yellows on Hall of Fame. You know, Michael, like I said, Jokic had that little post fade. If you hold the right trigger and pull up on the right stick, you get this little shimmy post fade that a lot of players had equipped. LeBron had the same one, MJ had the same one, I think Carmelo had this same one as well. You saw Jokic had the same one, Kobe had the same one, and if you do it closer to the paint, you get this hook, and most people had the same hook on as well. Post go-to shots though, wow. So they added post go-tos just like the little go-to shots. Now depending on if the ball's in your left or right hand, so if you're facing up or posting up, you get a different post go-to. So these were KD's go-tos. All you have to do is, without holding the right trigger and holding the left trigger, so you're posting up or just face up, you hold the right stick up. That's how you activate the go-tos, the post go-tos. So these were KD's post go-tos. By the way, shout out to Joey2K for getting some post go-to gameplay for me. Carmelo Anthony's little spin hook right there. Okay, Carmelo. Now there is some post go-tos that are going to be very OP, I think, and could be a very big problem in 2K26. I'm going to be honest. Here is Dirk's post go-to. Now, did everyone test everyone's post go-to? No, there's probably even some good ones that we didn't see, but I think we found the most OP one, to say the least. But let's go ahead, keep showing off Dirk's. Definitely gonna be a good one if you have a post fade phenom high. Hakeem's was really satisfying. He's got the little dream shake. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't really care for post scoring, but that is kind of cool with the little dream shake. I feel like they had the dream shake in 17, but this is it right here. Yao Ming can post go to and post hook from the 3-point line. Yeah, and it counts as a 3. This is insane. I'm already knowing 7-4 post scores are going to be chucking this from the 3-point line with a post hook. How good are these going to be?
He's post looking from the 3-point line. Man, hell, you looking at this bitch. I don't give a fuck about her. Are you cracking or?
Man, shit, I don't know where the fuck they be at.
Alright then, bro. Like, how you gonna?
I mean, I'm gonna catch her eventually. She be coming to school to my mom, so.
Right.
You don't gotta be cracking up the rip, you feel me?
So,
be on it. What?
Right,
you don't gotta be cracking it
In
instantly.
the park? I don't know.
Yeah,
the hook shot animation looks hard to contest anyways. I mean, and this is your post-hook rating, by the way. It's going off your post-hook rating. So when I post-hook from the 3 with Yao, this is going off my post-hook rating. So you can have a 25-3 probably and still get this green window right here. We gotta test this in game for sure, but this there is a potential red flag. Okay, I'm not saying remove it right now, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we gotta test the game first. It is a very funny animation. I don't know how it's possible to do that in the 3. Keep an eye out. Finally, we are at defense, okay? Now, to start defense, I'm just gonna show one of the defenders' stats. We have Amen Thompson out there. We're gonna be showing bumps, lanes, pluck steals, blitz steals, contests, from the perimeter and interior. Ben Thompson has some great defensive stats. He is also an 88 overall. And we're going to start with lanes, okay? Lanes are very good in NBA 2K26. I was playing a lot of play now, so I didn't really get to test lanes.
Yeah, I can't wait to get thousands of motherfuckers of your shit, so I can talk shit to all of them. But that.
First of all, they're going to find you. When they find you...
You better find me. I'm gonna have that heater.
No, I know when they find your socials. I'm not. Come on.
Oh, I ain't give a fuck about that.
Come on, son. What goes on?
The fucking social media. Social media is not real.
You talking about damn it. You talking
Fuck,
about
you think I smile like that? You think I smile like that 24?
in GTA.
Fuck out of here.
In GTA.
Hold up, I gotta get my other bill. Put me on this nigga. Gotta bring that wing stop out. Bitch ain't playing.
Too much, but the people that were playing online, and when I played online, lanes are
You
good.
make up your
okay?
mind. I'm supposed to hit the road by like.
But let's get into bumps first before I showed the lanes
Shit,
gameplay.
I tell Kelsey shit.
Patty Mills, I'm just bumping up the court. Mike Wang said it.
$100
That, here's
level.
Ben Thompson. Mike Wang said
Go in on
that
that shit.
they have a lot more
I might
like
spend that at my
player
mama's shit, though.
connection type of thing. Like it can get a lot more physical in terms of bumps. So you kind of attach onto players more. So that's why you're seeing these bump animations. So I can't even imagine when you actually make a lockdown as a player, and you have a super high prim, with maybe even legend on-ball menace, because once again, none of these players had legend on-ball menace or anything like that. Right here, I actually get a blocking foul animation though, with Steph Curry. I gathered the best part.
Goddamn, that was all that Outcast be rapping about, boy.
What you talking about?
Rapping about. Like that part of Georgia, like,
Oh.
little script. You can feel me? You can goddamn walk down the shit. The bitches and shit out there. With Instagram models and shit be out there.
Oh.
That's how we walked past a whole pack of them bit. Wow, mom. 3 of us. I'm like, boy, that shit, niggas. Bitches don't be all that though. Then when you be hearing what these hoes talking about,
now you guys get to see why I was so excited in the past few videos, man, because I've seen that dribbling is back on 2K26. But I've also got some worries that we need to go over today, guys. This is a little breakdown of what I believe is the most important information in about 10 to 20 minutes of every single thing that was dropped today, because we watched it on stream and we went trending again. So thank you guys seriously so much. Now everything you're seeing today is NBA players dribbling their signature animations. Usually even the best players do not have that good of moves, and yet they are moving on 2K26. So imagine tomorrow when we see everything. I'm talking about the builder. Koza said right here. And to think this doesn't even compare to tomorrow. LMAO, let me cook up this My Court vid for y'all. They actually, for the first time in, I think, ever, got to use custom signature animations. We're going to see them before the game even drops. It's going to be crazy. So, of course, just like usual, I'm going to give you guys a like goal. I'm going off of your excitement, your interest. 5,000 likes before the builder stream tomorrow, and I will be live again. If not, I'll make another video just like this, and that's it, breaking down everything, what I think is the most important, and we'll still be good. You know, you guys have still been showing so much love. I appreciate it regardless. But if you do want to see a stream, slap that like button. So 2K26 dribbling. I just had a cup of coffee, man. I'm so excited. I told you guys, it looks really good. It's very fluid. You can run forward with lots of builds, even big builds. But I do have some worries for 2K26 as well. The first one we need to look at is what Uncle Demi was able to do with Victor Wembanyama out of the post. It's like his little post go-to thing. It's looking crazy. I'm not saying I'm worried about this. I'm just showing you guys some of the craziest stuff I've seen today. Wow. All right. Second, we have some go-to post moves, which honestly, when we came into this, I was like, there's no way, you know, but they actually look really good. They look really cool. And shout out to Double H for letting me use his video that you guys are watching here. I know it says Joey2K in the top, but he used his footage. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to every single creator that's in this, bro, because a lot of guys did really good on their videos. But you guys see these go-to post shots, like they look pretty nice. They look really good. I'm not. That's probably the least amount of things I do. You guys know I play every single play style, but my post-up game is probably the least of what I do during a 2K cycle. But it's still, it looks so good that I had to show you guys some crazy stuff. However, you haven't seen anything yet unless you've been on TikTok or you guys put in the stream earlier. My jaw was dropped to the ground, okay? You're about to see, first of all, here's Hakeem. I mean, just, like, you can't say that doesn't look good. It's just impossible. However, my worry here is that go-to shots are cancelable, so there might be some really, really glitchy stuff out of that. But look at this. Yao Ming post-hooking from the 3-point line. I didn't know what to say for like 2 minutes when we seen this on stream. Like, I was flabbergasted, okay? I couldn't believe my eyes. But like I did say on stream, I don't think this is going to make it into the game. At least the effectiveness of like literally 3-point post hooks. I'm not saying it should be taken out or anything like that. I'm just telling you, I'm looking at it from a developer's perspective. I'd really doubt you're going to be able to be post hooking from the 3-point line. But we'll see. Of course, we will just have to see when the...
If it requires... If you could still do that, and all you gotta require is require 3-pointer mid range. Fuck it.
The game comes out. Now, also when the game comes out, we still have like 7 days of early access, which I told you guys is basically gonna be like the demo of the game. So we're going to get probably a little bit of changes from what you're seeing at the event when the game releases 7 days early. And then when the game is actually released, there's probably going to be another big, you guys know 2K. There's going to be gameplay changes. So anything that's super, super extreme, I'm expecting to not see when the game releases. Okay, so I'm not saying anything needs to be changed or patched. I'm just giving you, I'm looking at it from like Mike Wang's perspective. He probably didn't even know you could do post hooks from the 3-point line, and I don't see it making it into the game. Okay, so here's the next one from GB3. He's going to catch the ball in the corner, and he is going to green, but early timing.
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas all ain't got no big niggas.
With the rhythm shooting.
I
told you guys,
we still got
when Mike Wang told us on like August 7th that you don't have to green both of your timings, that I was really scared. It sounds very hand-holding. It sounds like there's a low skill gap for rhythm shooting, and that's what it's looking like so far, guys. I'm pretty worried about that. Let's just think about it from a perspective of we want a game that has the most skill gap we could possibly get. I mean, that was the whole entire point of not wanting RNG in the game and having a pure green window. You don't want to be limited by the game making you miss if you time your shot right, and you also want it to go in when you time it correctly. So why should someone have to half time their shot and it still goes in? You see what I'm saying? I don't know how anyone would be okay with that if they want the highest skill gap game, but here is 30 seconds of Anthony Edwards with Hall of Fame posterizer driving down for some dunks. The dunk meter logic in 2K26 right now isn't looking bad. Joe Knows talked about it in his video. I would show you the one example, but I'm just going to explain it to you as you guys see. The meter logic is pretty good. However, there is some flaws in it that Joe said he did and other creators brought to the attention of some developers, where there was an example of Anthony Edwards basically doing almost a free throw line dunk. As he started the dunk, he registered the defender next to him. There was a defender right next to him, okay? As he held down on the right stick. You only have to hold down this year to activate your dunk meter if you guys don't remember. And so the game registered that, hey, there's a defender in his bubble. Let's give him a small dunk meter. It made sense in the very beginning. However, Anthony Edwards, who, has, I think, the highest driving dunk in the game, or very close, finished at the rim with a wide open dunk, and yet the meter did not move dynamically how Mike Wang says it's supposed to. So I'm okay with it starting with a small meter because that's where he registered the dunk and there was a defender by him, but the logic needs to update and say, hey, this is a guy with a very high driving dunk and there's no one near him at the rim. It shouldn't be a very small green window. All right, so we need to check this out. All right, defense. A lot of people were worried about defense because 2K wasn't talking about it, and from what I've seen so far, defense is looking really bumpy. Like, both sides of the court are overpowered, and that is how you get a good game.
Yep.
We don't want, or most of us, I don't want, a game where offense is just so good and defense can't do anything about it. No, make both sides very good, like 2K19, for example, and may the best man win, right? May the best user input win.
Defense is bumpy.
And bumps are looking crazy. Joe Knows had a video where he was playing in the new Sunset Beach Park. Okay, so you guys are gonna see lane steals right here as well. But he was playing in the new Sunset Beach Park with the My Team players, and yeah, Caitlin Clark twice. LeBron with like a full head of steam, basically.
I basically missed a wide open layup. Like, he went consistent.
Obviously, that's a bit extreme.
All right.
Apparently, the My Team cards go off their ratings and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, Caitlin Clark was able to bump up LeBron. I think the defense is going to be okay.
Damn, man, I banned
the moment, we still have not seen very much user versus user gameplay. And that's what tomorrow is going to help us with, also with the signature styles and stuff. But once we get into seeing the park, there's no Steve Francis, by the way. At least it's not under Steve Francis's name. The De'Aaron Fox cross is in the game, but creators said that it was locked in the builder, so they're not able to get it, meaning it's probably going to be at like how Starter 4 is where you get extra animations. So here's paint defense. Paint defense is also looking pretty good at the moment. Now, guys, please remember when I say things like this, looking. I'm not paid by 2K. I'm not sponsored by 2K. Buy the game at your own risk. We are only looking at a fraction of the game. We don't know how it's going to play out. Like I just said, guys, for most of us that mainly play park, user versus user, with all your attributes and your badges set correctly, exactly how you want, the fastest jump shots, the no dip shots, which, by the way, the no dip catch and shoots do look very strong. You know, we just don't really see everything at the moment. So I'm only going off of how it looks right now. The dribbling is very fluid. A lot of the clips that people are going to freak out about are clips of people spamming in the 2KU where there's no stamina. All right, so stamina being included is going to be a huge factor. No defender in front of them. So although dribbling looks very, very good, like insane, kind of overpowered, whatever, that's still with no stamina, no dribbler, no defender in front of them, all that type of stuff. Now, Joe Knows even did an interview with Mike Wang where he said he wants every playstyle to be overpowered. And we also have a few other things, right? So Mike Wang was talking about, you know, the game being actually no RNG, and it has a pure green window, except buzzer beaters and half-court heaves. All right, buzzer beaters and half-court heaves. He said he was a little bit worried about 7'4" builds, the standing dunks and stuff. So we'll see when the game comes out. The Kobe jab step is back in the game. If you guys remember in 2K24, it was a literal exploit to Kobe jab step under the paint, and then you would basically, it would knock the defender out of the way. There was no way to combat that, and you would have a huge, like, wide open standing dunk meter, even though there was a defender just there, but the defender gets thrown out every time. So the standing dunk meter looks pretty good, the logic and all that, but if, you know, if you're able to Kobe jab step, that's going to be a 2K24 standing dunk issue like we just had before. So everything that we seen today on stream, I pretty much broke all the most important stuff down to you guys. I mean, I showed you Wemby doing all that crazy stuff. You seen the post hooks from the 3-point line, how fluid the dribbling looks, paint defense, bumps, all that type of stuff. So Like I said, guys, take everything with a big grain of salt because we still do not have the game at the moment. All right, we have to see a lot more. We've seen like 50% now. But one thing real quick is that the passing looks very similar. Throwing the ball around defenders, it doesn't really look like you can actually do that. The slow Euros did not look that good, but we'll see in a 2v2 setting or a 3v3 how they look, because in the 5v5 setting it just did not look very good. Defenders were able to catch up very quick or help very quick. And yeah, I mean, rebounding is rebounding. Slashing, you know, everything is pretty much similar. That doesn't need to really be changed. Like rebounding is going to look very much like last year and the year before, you know, but that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of breaking everything down quickly, summarizing it for you so you don't have to watch hours of footage. Dribbling looks amazing, very fluid, much more responsive, much more realistic than 2K25. There is a few unrealistic looking things to it, like the snatchbacks are super, I mean, just immediately like fast. And that was the second thing that I said I did not think was going to make it into the game. I'm not saying what should get added or removed, but just like the 3-point line post hook, I think the snatchback isn't going to make it how it, like every player does a millisecond snatchback, you know, into switching into the other hand. So I don't think that will make it into the game, but we'll see, guys. Let me know what you think about what you just seen. Click this video if you want to see yesterday's. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm out of here. Click.
Look at big. We got 90.
He summoned us.
No.
Oh, what the?
Nigga, I'm going at 93 straight.
He got a ball play. Nigga, I don't got that hoe.
He's some of the best versions of us. What? He used it.
That's a stretch.
I know y'all know. What's this new Libra week 2?
It says it right there. Madness.
Oh, okay. So he don't like crazy.
Damn, bro,
it's week to madness, right, chat?
All right.
It said madness and fire. Madness and fire.
Madness and fire. Man, let me get my arrow ready.
Kai asked me, was this game live? I told him, yeah, man.
Yes, bro.
I really like this game, bro. I don't think niggas.
Oh my god.
Really like this, so maybe because I got
fucking threw the ball back to the other end.
This is some of the most fun that I've had in a long time. Dead ass.
Yeah, for real, bro. I'll be happy when you can play this one.
I told that team up with Duke and somebody and turn this up. I see y'all back to check Libra levels. Yeah, man.
Oh my god, I gotta get out this map.
See what's popping with them other.
I
the Libra once. Yeah, but it's like something new Libra. We're gonna give it a few tries and see what's going on.
I was on that mascot for that wing stuff.
I was going to give it a few tries. All right, y'all. Let's see what
they shooting from that corner.
Libra beast.
Bitches shooting from that corner.
All right, remember y'all, we gotta be quick, efficient,
nope,
and on point.
I wasn't expecting to have hands on this.
That's where I be, bro.
Efficient
and swift.
And swift. No, that's the same thing. It's low-key like quick and swift, same thing. We have to be
Yeah,
quick,
I said, I let that bitch get
efficient.
that.
And shit, locked again. Where we going
This is
in?
not a third word that's really good right now. Damn it. We should. Oh my God, we should. Wait, damn chat. You know I forgot to put. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's Y and LT. Okay, yup. I'm good now, chat. I'm good. Okay, let's go, y'all. We gotta move quick.
Well, how do you use ults again, chat?
Y and LT is how you use your left one and Y and
yeah.
RT.
I know how to use my special. You said Y and what?
Yeah, Y and RT.
Okay, bet.
Where we going first, though, y'all?
That's what we need to know. It's Holy right here. He's weak to Holy.
Holy right here. He's weak to Holy. Let's go to Holy.
That's lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, hold on. What?
Oh, nigga, disappeared. Oh,
that is in fact lightning.
Watch you walk out the spot.
Oh, is that lightning?
Yeah, lightning.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Let's see.
There's a
temples right here. 2 temples right here.
Yeah, 2 temples. Yep.
Okay, let's get it.
Damn, I'm being slow right now. Somebody marked it.
Yeah.
This ain't you, Cash Lord.
That's good.
You must get your skill back quick.
You was just trying to be the Cash Samurai less than 48 hours ago.
Watch out for that boss. We should wait for him right now.
I ain't got nothing to say to that.
I got Elden Ring in my, Sekiro in my blood right now.
Let's go to that next Holy.
Hold on. Before we go there, this right here. Let's stop at this grace, level up.
Oh, bet.
What you got in there? Bitch,
y'all remember we gotta get weapons too, man.
Yeah.
The next one's up there, y'all. I put the blue mark. Wait, how do you run fast on this hoe?
Yeah, I pressed the stick in.
Nigga, I was selling.
Oh, you just holding B?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a sprint, but it ain't that one. Look, man.
Yeah, but I knew something was going on. I said, wow, I used to move fast in this back in my
frames a little.
Oh, hey, Day.
2 months ago.
Back in my heyday.
There's a madness camp over there. I don't know. We don't want to hit that.
No, you need to, nigga.
Is this holy? Is this the holy right here?
That's lightning too, but we can hit that.
Let's just hit that hoe, bro. We got to.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. We can hit that madness right after it. Let's go. We running up inside y'all.
Oh my
Shit,
god.
nigga. I didn't hit him that one time.
Big ass.
Bro, that shit even pop up.
Leave his niggas alone.
Shit pop up very late, very late.
We got him.
Okay, I don't know. I thought this is a boss.
I know, me too.
Fucking in.
They right here, y'all.
Oh, he would D green now.
Yep.
Nah, Souls games is in my blood now, bro.
Damn, Brian trying to take this shit up, bro. Come on. Oh my god, I flicked the right stick down one time, that bitch about to go up. Alright.
Shut up, sit down.
Is that all that nigga got?
Hey, that ain't him.
Oh shit, you.
Oh, that's not him either.
Oh, he's gotta be up top. I think he's up top.
Up top?
I'll get him up top. I'll get him up top. Get them down there. Y'all get the one down there.
Right here. Oh yeah, nice.
Y'all know how I do when I get up there. Y'all know how I do.
Brought him down to his knees, dude.
Yep. They just like old tiles, Lee.
He is not up here, y'all. In fact, he's not up here.
Oh, what the?
Let's leave this nigga alone. He not doing nothing for us. Let's find this other nigga.
He's other way, Lee. Other way.
Where?
Do y'all see him, y'all? Do y'all see him?
I think he up top of here.
Up top?
Yeah, he over here.
Oh, nice. Watch out.
Don't worry.
Oh, W.
You know what I'm saying? I still remember my gameplay, you know what I'm saying? Oh!
Oh, my shit coming to me like,
You in that bow in there or you got on you?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'm going that
Magic,
back.
fire, lightning, and holy. Yes.
Level up. Oh, we can go to the madness one, or y'all want to go inside the circle?
Yeah, let's go to the madness, bro. That'll probably be our last chance.
We really don't need madness weapons, so.
But they said it's his strongest weakness, though.
Oh, what the f it is? I'm tripping.
Oh, let's go.
Thank you.
Let's get these punks.
But I actually really love y'all.
Bitch ass nigga.
Oh, it's flamethrower.
Knees,
the boss with. You boxing him, Jay?
Where he at? I'm not.
I don't see him.
Oh, he up here. I'm gonna get him.
Oh,
We wasting time, y'all. We wasting time.
Oh yeah, he tweaking. Here I come.
Oh, here I come.
I put him on his knees already.
We gotta hurry.
Nah, he done. I don't give a damn how stupid he is. Goddamn madness.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Triple bomb. Them niggas gave me no.
Shit, they didn't give me shit.
Shit was sorry, bro.
It's up top.
We just gotta run, bro.
Oh, shit.
We've been in this position before.
I'll bet.
That nigga said, oh, bet, like we haven't.
Oh, bet. It makes me remember. Now I run fast.
I don't know about this guy.
I know, right? What the fuck? Say, oh, bet.
Oh, bet, I do fight.
Whoa! Nigga had to sound like, who was that?
I don't know.
Y'all right. This nigga, this right here.
Oh, yeah, we on your ass, boy.
Oh, bet. Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Bounce past that bitch.
Oh my god.
We just beat his ass with nothing.
Hey, let's go. Ooh, let's go underground with it, y'all.
Must be a pass
Let's
down.
go.
Make a move.
There's probably some Crucible Knights over here, too.
Yup.
We in your city.
Can we beat this nigga on level 4?
It depends on what boss it is.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, we can
You
whip
don't even
him.
have 99 3-pointers.
What pole?
99 still, 99 perimeter.
Oh, son of a bitch, I missed that shit.
Oh, nice. You saved my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wait, target that nigga. Hold on.
No, watch out, watch out.
Oh, he iced me up. He iced me up.
He's nice now. He's nice out again. What are you doing?
Oh, he got an ice weapon now.
Oh.
Froze his. I mean, oh, there it is.
Hit him.
Damn, I couldn't get to him.
Oh wow, I hit him on accident. Oh, he on light fire.
You went for stop it, boy.
Man, this shit gay as fuck. Man, I'm about to come here. This shit over and get this shit.
Man, what's some time, young nigga? Come here.
Nice.
There you go. I forgot how to turn. Yep, there we go.
Get them crucible knights.
Improved attack power when two-handed.
A Moonville. Which one, chat?
Can't even use it.
Damn.
I'm gonna take it. I love that. I love the Moonville anyway.
Damn.
Let's see if I can get it.
Which way y'all go?
That been hustle me tonight. I ain't gonna lie.
You boxing, Jay?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, see y'all down there.
What the? Oh, they hooping.
Which way y'all going? Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Nah, you been spinning on the floor at Susie when you push me.
We go to the very top, but I don't think we should go first day.
Yeah. Let's cool on that.
Yeah, let's go this way.
That bitch Chick will bust his ass.
I hate them niggas, bro.
That bitch Snake say,
"Oh God!"
I said, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
I ain't even doing shit.
Oh my gosh!
Chick will go for they fucking with me.
I hate them going.
Let's hit this church.
I say, boy.
We can go camp after. This church is way more important.
Them damn shoes though.
I don't think. Are we gonna make it to that church in time?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh yo.
Let's fight. Maybe we should fight this.
Man, fuck.
Okay, let's box him.
Let's fight the camp. Fuck
it.
it.
Yeah, bitch.
Nigga.
Damn. Made that nigga explode with it, nigga. Lightning slash.
Level 7 first day. We might be. We might can still make it to the camp.
You mean the church?
Yeah, church.
Oh, so there's a jump thing right here.
Sold it. You can go get the church if you can make it there.
Oh, where is it? Oh, it's right here.
We can all make it. Gotta move quick.
Yeah, quick.
Ask us, big bro. Ask y'all what, nigga. You know I'm a king on it bit now. Let me stop for y'all trying to hold me today. Alright, I'll use y'all when I need y'all. he nigga feeling left out. Mark, ask us, big bro. Y'all niggas funny.
Where you at? You see him?
Oh, sit your ass out of the sky, nigga.
I see Sosa twist his hair. Yo. Bitch ass niggas. I gotta say, get them niggas an answer. Fuck. I know they hear me. The fuck.
What that, bro?
Damn, bro. You didn't want to talk to me?
My fault. I was watching this fucking nigga get his ass.
You said what?
Yeah.